Hello again. Welcome back. ariMelody Live. Let's go. We are doing more arts today. I'm going to get my tablet all set up here in a moment. We're going to be doing a couple more channel emotes. I'm reckoning. I have a couple other ideas, but it's probably going to be emotes for the most part today. More doodles? Hell yeah. We're going to do some more doodles. And likely going to be emotable ones. I have some ideas. Yeah, it'll be fun. Hell yeah. We're so back. The start of a new week of streams, starting on a Wednesday, of course, because that's how my schedule works. How's everyone doing today? How are we feeling? Can you use the sphere as a friend? That'd be interesting. One of these days, I don't know, April Fools or something, it's like instead of Box Girl, you just see a green personality core from Portal or something. That'd be rad, actually. If I can find like a pretty easy to grab model. Actually, I could just asset rip Portal 2 and just like model my own stuff around the core. That could be cool. An interesting idea, perhaps. Now I am praying that my pen actually has charge in it. We are going to find out one way or another. Oh my god. Every single stream I start out so gunked up, it's so annoying. Mostly just enjoying my birthday, nothing new. Hey, happy birthday! Holy shit! Yeah, I'm really glad the outage didn't actually impact today. That's cool. Yeah, happy fucking birthday. That's so rad. Hope you're enjoying it. Pen tablets, are we vibing? Oh, the pen isn't. That's concerning. One sec. For any of you who missed the previous art VOD, or the previous art stream, that is actually up on the VOD's channel now. I'm gonna put a link to that actually. One second. Oh yeah, the usual mentions. Yeah, of course, you know, the usual. If you're not already on the ariMelody Discord, you should totally join it, because that's where you get first-hand updates on anything going on with me, the streams, videos, music, you name it. You can join it right here using this link. And if you happen to have missed any streams, you can catch them sooner or later uploaded to the ariMelody Live VODs channel over on YouTube with this link here. Oh yeah, you lost your sub. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear. What was it? Yeah, I was saying something about the VODs channel. Yes, the art stream, last art stream is actually up on there right now. And that was interesting to edit. It is the longest VOD currently in existence on the channel. It comes in at 3 hours and 50 minutes. It's very nearly 4 hours, but I did trim out a little bit of dead air. That would have actually put it well over 4. But it was a good stream. But oh my god, we cannot be doing the, you know, several bajillion hour filibuster. Oh dear. And in a very concerning revelation, it looks like my pen is not... Oh, what? Thank you so much, Loudar. 6 months. Holy shit. Nice use of the Prime sub. Thank you very much. 3 in a row. No, have I been doing this 3 months in a row already? How many streams are we at? I've not actually been keeping track. Hold on. Let me look at the VODs channel. I know I'm like 2 behind. So that's 12, 13. This is like... Wow. Is this a 16th stream? Oh my god. 16 divided by, it'd be 8 a month. It's like exactly 2 months worth of streams, I think. Maybe a little overlap. Oh yeah, because I have missed a stream, I think. Something like that. Yeah, shit. We're going on 3 months. That's crazy. Yeah, thank you again. That's so rad of you. Okay, very bizarrely. Oh, I know why it's not responding. My tablet driver app isn't actually running right now. Hi, Neko. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. We love the Ari trans love. Fucking love that little goober. So sweet. All right. Let's see. Tablet responsive? Tablet not responsive. Uh-oh. What if I reconnect the tablet? That might do it. Come on. Oh, shit. Don't mind that. I just ended up spamming my pen on the screen and it jumped me into a video. That's fine. We're all good. Woke up at 7:45 in the morning today. That's a pretty decent time to wake up, not gonna lie. I did not wake up that early. I woke up to the knock on the door from our internet technician. So that's fun. Okay, I think tablet's all good. It looks like tablet is all good. That is delightful. Let's get Krita up. Once again, the music is a little bit too loud for my liking. I'm gonna dim that a little bit. Alrighty. Woke up 3 p.m. yesterday. Oh, that's rough. Sorry to hear. My God. Not an ideal situation, I will say. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. Give me just a few, like, a minute or two. I'll be right back. I need to check something. 1 second. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Bet. Right. Hi. Uh-oh. 1 sec. You saw nothing, chat. You saw nothing. Do not mind the funny little glyphs that just appeared. Does it even show them? Oh, yes, it very much does show them. Okay, I I couldn't see it at the time. That's funny. Right. Oh my God, did I seriously miss that follow, like, as it happened? Ami, hello, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Pay no attention to the settings behind the doodle. Of course, yes. I mean, why would you need to? They're completely irrelevant to the conversation. Ooh, hold on. Okay, for a second, my tablet was registering the wrong... Oh, that's fascinating. My tablet appears to map to whatever screen my cursor was previously on. That's actually pretty cool. Can we wait for a setup upgrade? At some point, I will end up upgrading this whole thing. You never watered that bonsai. Okay, hold on. Hi, Ami. Hello. Let's see. And let's go for this. And... yeah, you know what? Sure, this'll do. When did you create the doodle emoji? Oh, you're referring to like this? Like ariDoodle? I drew this particular ariDoodle for a video, actually. A funny, like, meme idea that I had back not very long ago, only a few months ago, I think. ariDoodle is still pretty new. You know, I just realized it's actually on the wrong screen. Hold on. Oh, we up drinking a order. Oh shit, my water isn't full actually. It's quite low. I mean, I need to top that up in a sec. Thanks for the reminder. My God. I'm gonna have to check that. Let's do this. Add existing. I want this one. And that's gonna go here. Like that. I just realized you could see me doing that in real time, can't you? Oh my God. Well, it wakes. Wait, I think that's... I think it's on the wrong layer. Hold on. Let's put the watering can behind. Okay, okay. And then like over here. Yeah. I feel like this set's gonna have a bit of an evolution before we finally cycle it out. I'll remind you next stream. Beautiful. Yeah, I am actually going to very quickly refill my water. I will be just a second. One moment. Right, my water is now filled. Just drink from the can. That's a fair point. It will slowly become a collection of bits. I can only hope so. That would be amazing. How's water coming out of the can at that angle? I can't say I've thought about it. Yeah, I can't say I've thought about it. Ah, water. I love water. Water. So good. Right. Okay, where were we? Drawing, and not 2 hours into the stream, I would hope. Ardula's mind powers? Yes. How do you think the controller is here? Right. Drawing time. Let's go. Let me just double check. Yeah. We can deal with the Huey on tablet shit on screen. That's fine. Cool. I figure we'll just use the same file that we did to do ariLove. I think that'll be fine. I probably want to name these a little bit more properly. Yeah. Oh yeah, tint outline. Trans outline. Listen, so long as it conveys the vibe of like what's going on in there, it's all good to me. The sparkles, outline but thicker, that's real. Wait, I don't even see that. Oh, because I've got tint outline. I see, I see. Oh wow, yeah, that extra outline on the end really does wonders, doesn't it? Also hides this atrocity occurring over here. My goodness. Cool, let's put all these layers back. Whoops. No, put that back. Oh, shadows? I don't think we kept shadows, did we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was left off in the final. Copy of highlights. Yeah, this is gonna be like glow. Oh, hi! Welcome, Annie! Oh, shoot. Yeah, hold on. Are my alerts making sound? I don't hear that. Oh, you know what? OBS might have the wrong output device set. Or maybe you did hear that, but I didn't. Hold on. Just for fun. Can I replay that? Ooh, I don't think I can. No audio came through. One sec. We're gonna fix this problem. Let's go for... This might be under streaming tools? No. Where the hell is it under? I don't remember. Viewer rewards, no. Settings, no. Monetization, no. Where in the hell is it? Content, community, analytics... I can't find it. Oh, alerts. It's literally an entire dedicated section called alerts. Good grief. Okay, I think I've like rebooted it. So let's try this. Can I just resend the previous alert? Does that work? I guess I could test. No sound at all. That's probably not good. Monitor only, mute outputs. What is going on here? That's so weird. Oh, wait. Let me change the output device OBS is using. Nope, it's set correctly. Is it? Ooh, this one doesn't... Oh, that's set for like audio recording. That's different. OBS monitor. Ooh, that might be it. I think I found it. One sec. Yeah! Wait, I heard that sound. Did you hear that sound? It went through desktop audio. Oh, wait, that's preview. That was in my browser. Let's try it through the actual widget. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Okay. Now how do I send... I'm being so pedantic about this, but look, I think it's important that people get recognized for following, because I think that's cool. How do I do that? How do I resend an alert? I don't see I have an option. Damn. That's unfortunate. I remember back when I was using Stream Elements, I was able to just resend them. That's actually a good thing to note, actually, because I was thinking about building my own implementation for alerts. And having a resend system would be something of importance. If I unfollow and refollow, will it do it? That's a good question. I don't know. I've never tested. I can give it a go. No impact on me. Right. In any case... Oh, just did? Shoot. Yeah. Okay. That's unfortunate. You maybe need to be, like, unfollowed for, like, a sizable time. Just to prevent spam. That makes sense. When finally Sporebuck shenanigans... Sporebucks. Honestly, good question. Because I had some remarks on the first dev stream that we did. It was kind of difficult to actually, like, work on the stuff while talking with chat. I feel like with art, I can kind of... Because it's, I guess, more visually appealing. For a dev stream, I feel like I need to, like, talk it up a lot more to make it entertaining. And it doesn't really make for good VODs either, to be honest. Art streams are a little bit better in that regard. Hi, Tulpin. You're suffering? Oh, no. Why? How? That is unfortunate. Oh my god, louder. Oh, for me. Skill issue, just talk more bullshit. See, that's the thing. The more bullshit I talk about, the less focused I am on the task at hand. For example, I haven't started drawing yet, and we're 24 minutes into the stream. You start a new project. Oh god, from experience. Unfortunately, it uses 2 programming languages at once. Okay, actually, if you're a web dev, that's not that crazy, because unless you're writing the backend in JavaScript as well, you're always writing 2 languages. 2 build systems. Oh, yeah, that still doesn't sound fun. I'm not keen on that personally. Worse code means funnier outcomes, or just it doesn't work. That's a kind of tragic thing. Like, video game corruptions can be pretty fun, but depending on where you break the code, you'll just end up like a thing is just broken. It's not even like in a funny way. It's a phenomenon I've personally noted. I remember ages back, one of the games I was working on, I had deliberately just like screwed around with a bunch of code, and pretty much the only things I could do that were actually interesting was like playing around with speed, or like a speed of projectiles and speed of players, and that was kind of it. I guess I could randomize textures, but it was kind of boring aside from that. So C++ with Meson and Rust with Cargo. Thankfully, Rust is going to be a smaller part. I would love to know what you're mixing C++ and Rust for. That's very intriguing. A good question. Has been a few years. Yeah, C++ and Rust. I would think whatever you're doing, you'd be able to do in one or the other. So yeah, that is fascinating. Right. We had a hierarchy. Number 1 was the love emote, and I'm delighted to report that that was a rousing success. That was great. Oh yeah, trans heart. There you are. Cool. We have the blush layer and everything. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We'll keep all the sketch layers and stuff in there. Yeah, ariLove. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Web browser based on Servo. I don't want to use Rust for the whole thing. It's a pain. Interesting. Well, I hope it goes well. I do not envy you trying to build your own web browser. Although, correct me if I'm wrong, Servo, does that already provide... Yeah, my understanding is that already provides a lot of the, like, the rendering and JavaScript interaction stuff. Like, it's got its own JavaScript engine. I don't know if it's V8 or something else. So, like, are you just basically building a wrapper around it? It's like a nice interface with your own controls and all that jazz? Because if so, that's kind of cool. I would maybe even consider doing that myself, but I wouldn't build it up to production. There's a lot of things I would like to see through and go like, yeah, I built this whole thing and now it's like a thing people can use. But I don't think a web browser is one of them. I personally don't think I have anything crazy novel to give the browser world. Like, I'm happy enough with my Firefox with vertical tabs. That keeps me happy. I would like that if they actually implemented WebUSB and the like, but I'll take that as a yes. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So priority, we had already love, and then it is hi, a little wave emote. So I already have kind of an idea in my head. There's a particular emote that I've seen a bunch that I would like to mimic. I'll try and pull it here. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Thank you, Discord. That's cool. It's an emote that I have on Discord. Open link. Ooh, does this work? Oh, it totally does. That's perfect. That's perfect. Let me actually copy a link. I wonder, can I track the source of this image? Yeah, I'm not finding exact matches to this, but that's okay. We can still work with this as a base. Let's save that as a PNG. So I'm thinking, can I drag? No, this is Linux. We can't drag from one program to another. We don't have the technology. A new layer, a new file layer? Yeah, because it's a reference. Here we are. Wait, what? Layer type cannot use the transform tool. Use transform mask instead. What if I just want to like move it? I guess I maybe do need to rasterize it. Hold on. Oh, that already even looks better. What the fuck? Yeah, so I'm looking to do something like this. I think that would be cute. Going for this sort of vibe. Let me put my Discord back where it was because I just made a complete and utter mess of everything there. Oh, hi, Grat. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. How are things going? We're basically just starting the actual stuff. Let's scale this up, our little reference. We're going to try and make something kind of like this. And we already kind of have an ariHi style locked in, so that's good. Welcome back. This is the first time I'm here today. I mean, welcome back to stream. Just, you know, our Melody Live. You've been here before. I've seen you. Of course I've seen you. Fucking louder. Right. I think what I'll probably do to save myself a little bit of time, this background I'm pretty sure is the exact dimensions that I want. And let me just verify that. Yeah, they don't show me the resolution of my selection, which is a little bit annoying. But if I do this... this is 512 by 512, which is exactly the resolution I want. So I am going to copy this layer. I apparently already have like 6 bajillion copies of layers, but that's fine. We'll ball. I don't know. ariHi. I think that'll be fine. Fucking me. God damn it. What? Nope. I'm a new viewer. Wait, just wait, chat. She's going to talk about the builder in no time. I'll probably put these over here because I want this in between my references, I guess. And just for tidiness, let's just do that or something. Yeah, keep that off the side. I don't want to trace it. I just like to have it as a reference. Okay, since you don't appreciate the builder, I guess I won't. When did I say I don't appreciate the builder? Of course I appreciate the builder. The builder's a national treasure. Right. Drawing time. Still so out of practice, but that's the point of these streams. We're looking to build up some skill, you know? So it's not so much of a skill issue. All right, what's my undo button again? You remember how I said skill? There it is. That's the button. I understand now. I want to do /s at that, but it activates commands. Okay, good. Add drawing. Yeah, literally. That's the whole point. Okay, so thinking Ari, draw a circle challenge. Any artist draw a circle challenge, really, is the name of the game here. Oh my goodness. You know what? Rarely even going to see most of the face anyway, so I think this is fine. What's my eraser button? Oh, I can click a little button on my pen to toggle that. Cool, cool, cool. That just straight up was not the right one. I'm still in eraser mode. Oopsies. I'm gonna actually allow myself to sketch a little bit and like not get too pedantic over the little fine details. I'm not sure I'm keen on proportions immediately. This kind of looks a bit weird. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I'm not gonna be pedantic on small details, but until circles are easier than hands though, just by looking looking at these hands. Yes. Well, it's more so because it's a little chibi thing, right? I don't like doing individual fingers. I can technically do that. I've drawn hands before, but it would be overkill for the detail that you're seeing here. Okay. Let's try and block out maybe so like a hand up here. I kind of like this little like jumper situation over here. So I wonder, should I try and replicate that a little bit? That's got way too much curve to it. No. Why can't I suddenly cannot. Oh, I need to have my tablet like actually, or I need to have my pen close to the tablet for the buttons to register. That's funny. Just going through 7TV emotes. It's like trans girl enrichment. Come on. And I kind of need to go down then for the rest of the body. That looks nice. I like that. Hello? Is there a particular reason why I can't move this now? Okay. That was weird. No, I need to zoom out a little bit, actually. Me when I realize I don't know how to zoom out. Ah, there we go. I think I could draw a better circle if I'm just zoomed. So otherwise, like if I got like a smaller surface area, it's a little easier. Ah, damn it. I'm getting really close, but the position's not right. Zoom out more. You know what? If I do this, I could just draw one good circle, and then I can position it wherever I like. Yeah, that'll do. Bring down the opacity on that as well. And let me just get this where I want it. Yeah, that works, I think. Hmm. Kind of like this. Don't want to give it too much on the shoulder, but you know, something. Hmm. I've got some ideas. In fact, actually, yeah, I didn't mention this at the beginning of the stream, but I've got some very interesting ideas for like my full VTuber model. I had some new ones like yesterday, day before, something like that, very, very recently. And the thing that I noticed was that I've had a vague idea of what I want my avatar to look like for a while now, months, longer, a year or two, something like that. But what I noticed was that this new design kind of like just hit me and I immediately lashed onto it. And I'm still like really jazzed about it. So I think I'm kind of locking in on it and I just need to like do some sketches to like see how it looks on a rough scale. And then I can start, you know, scaling it up, adding more detail, starting like really to nail down a lot of the finer details. And then I could maybe even commission an artist to make a decent reference sheet. If I'm not comfortable making my own. And from there, that would be a very good place to get that over to a commission artist for VTuber avatars. Because at that point, I think that's something that's very much kind of out of my, not out of my skill set, but out of my time, you know? Because I already do the streams, and then I do music, and then I you know, I have to edit stuff for YouTube as well. Be that, it's mostly VOD's channel at the moment, but I do want to get some highlights videos out soon. I have to sneeze, I think. Maybe? Yes, I did have to sneeze. Live 2D takes a long, long time to learn to do well. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm sure it'd be a good curiosity for me. Like, I'd love to explore the stuff, but I don't think I would have the time nor patience right now to be able to do all of that on top of what I already do. So, yeah. And I've got the means to do so right now. I'm very fortunate that my internship went quite well, so I have a decent bit on the side where I can afford to actually hire stuff like that, which I've never really done before. Funny story, I've commissioned, to my memory, one art piece ever. Everything else creative that I've bought has been like a finished product that's just like on a store that I can buy. I've like only once ever commissioned an artwork. And I'm suddenly going into the deep end of commissioning a lot of artworks, actually, for this. So it's going to be interesting. And of course, I'm quite picky with art styles. I've spent a little bit of time passively just like collecting a list of artists and various art pieces as like style references, pose references, all that kind of jazz. Just try and get like a decent idea of what I want so that I can present to maybe one of the artists on that list or a different artist entirely. It's like, hey, I like this style. I want this kind of stuff in it. Here's very exact references to all of this. Can you do this? But that's gonna take a bit. I think I'll have to spend like a little while just hunting effectively. But I think the end result will be worth it. Should this be an open or closed eye thing, actually? That's a good question. I could do closed eye like this one is already. Or I could maybe do like... Like, you know. I think closed eyes would be better. Louder, no! The ariDoodle like eyes. This is like she's got a very important question to ask the class. Guys, bald ariDoodle. I have a gay thing to say. Real. I can't believe it, guys. We got bald ariDoodle. That's huge. Yeah, that's sweet. I feel like for this though, yeah, this would be a little bit better. I want it like kind of center facing. Maybe like a little bit off, but oh, come on. I'm not getting the curve right on this. Yeah, that works. That's cool. Builder. I feel like ariDoodle has many important questions now. Whether they are impactful is something else. Catface, of course. It's so sweet. It's funny, I still don't actually have a super exact idea when it comes to like my Sona's like hair shape. It is evolved over a very long time, like even through like pre-trans avatars and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that's like evolved from that. There's some stuff that's new, but yeah, it's interesting. I've still not quite locked in exactly what's like, what does Ari's hair look like? All this and many more relevant trans questions that I'm sure anyone in a similar position can relate to. The builder. Yo, shout out the builder. Great, any builders in the chat? What's that fucking emote? Was it called Riz or something? One sec. Fucking is Riz. Ari sees the builder and she laughs at it every single time. The builder is a fucking national treasure. I can't believe you even implied that I was sick of the builder. On no planet, on no reality. I think I'm doing like a little bit of a... Actually, you know what? I'm going to do out the rest of the hair before I make a judgment on that. I can't tell, am I just like off to a really good start, or do I just work that much faster when I'm not filibustering for fucking 2 hours straight? I feel like a lot of progress has been made already. Yeah, something there. I think it's because you aren't super tired from yapping for that insane amount of time. That does help, actually. Yeah, I haven't already spent an entire stream yapping about other stuff. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a double length stream. Yeah. Well, I think we discussed this in another stream. I can't remember, was it on a stream or in like a private voice chat, but I was thinking about stream length, because now that I do have more time, now the internship's over, I do want to consider the possibility of doing 3 streams a week. Or adding on, actually adding on to the time I already allocate to a stream. I think adding more streams would be better than adding more time to the existing ones, because the streams are already, like, they're a pretty good length. I don't think they need to be any longer. I feel like them being longer would make them harder to follow for some people. Like, I think we have a lot more dropouts if I go overtime. So there's a business incentive to me not running my streams overtime, which is funny. But it's something I've been thinking about, because I do want to do more. Because so far, I've been enjoying streaming. Y'all seem to be enjoying it as well. And it does seem to be, like, boding well for me. Because, you know, as with many people in my position, the end goal would be that I can actually do this as, like, a job, dare I say, right? In order to do that, I need to actually have, like, a decent following. I need, you know, consistent viewership, support, all of that boring mumbo jumbo, you know. So yeah, having the streams be engaging is, like, probably the most critical thing. So I think keeping them same length but just adding more would be better for me in the long run. Ari job girl. Ari job girl is just me in a McDonald's uniform. Do you think Ari Doodle could work at a McDonald's? Do you think she could be trusted? Probably not. I don't think I've ever actually drawn my head at this, like, more upright angle. Like, it's slightly tilted up over here, but it's a bit more over here. You ask her for a burger, she's just like she just stares at you. She says absolutely nothing. Oh yeah, the reason I ended up yapping about my Sona ideas is because I do have some ideas which are probably going to slide into this a little bit. So it saves me having to redraw the emotes after a new debut. So we're gonna kind of, I mean, thankfully there's not gonna be a lot of the detail, like, spoiled here, so don't be concerned about that. But yeah. Probably something like this. I was wondering if that was a problem. I already forgot what I said. Are you referring to the new Sona thing? Because yeah, I've been concerned about that as well. Because, you know, of course, that is quite the consideration. If you are drawing emotes and stuff, you ideally want it to actually reflect you. If it's any help, I am not planning on changing, like, facial details. Like, the Ari face look will probably remain. It's more of an outfit idea, because I'm actually happy with the rest, to be honest. Or for any of the emotes would become outdated. Yeah, I think, like, the worst would be Ari Love and Ari Translove. I might not have, like, the brown kind of sweater situation here. The thing is, you can't even tell it's a sweater. This could easily just be a long sleeve shirt. I've just revealed to many of you that it is a sweater. Actually, those who played VR chat with me kind of know it's a sweater. But yeah, it's a thought. Hi, Noah. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oops. There we are. I was gonna tidy up this sketch a little bit so it's a little easier to see it in the kind of context I'm looking for. I like it. I feel like the face might want to be down a little bit. Ari sweater reveal. Crazy. What's the lasso tool? Oh, it's just called freehand selection. You can't even be cool and call it a lasso. That's crazy. 1984. If I lower this a bit. If you let me lower this a bit. Yeah, like a little bit lower. Nothing crazy. I kind of vibe with this, yeah. I can probably punch in the transform a little bit, actually. Yeah, like I could fit all the details. Oh, really cutting it close on this one. My goodness. Something does feel off about the hair. Do you have like an art tablet? Yeah, I have done for a while actually. You wouldn't know because I barely touch it, but I've been cracking it out for these art streams. It is particularly useful. I am struggling to navigate it though. I've used this tablet before, but it was on Windows last time. So I'm still kind of getting used to Linux-isms when it comes to playing around with this. Oh yeah, a little bit lower down. Fuck it. Hairline up at the top of the head. Nah, this is good. I fucks with this, I think. Nope. Ari Baldy. It kind of rhymes. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what looks off? It's the fact that the like the eyes are here, but they're not like. It was? It did change color. Why did that change color? The eyebrows. Yeah, the eyes aren't as thick as they are in the other one, and they're missing the little like wings on the side. There's like a staple. And I'm also missing the little flower. We need the flower. Bring that opacity down. The woman indicator. Kind of. Yeah, to be honest. Like I was saying earlier how like my hairstyle hasn't, I mean, IRL, my hairstyle really hasn't changed a whole lot. It's just like grown longer. I've only recently kind of changed how it's parted, but the actual like hairstyle I use for my Sona really hasn't changed all that radically, except also get longer. My Sonas for a long time have been fairly based off of like me IRL. I've never been super adventurous with that, and a part of me kind of wants to be, but like, because I like the idea of like, oh, you know, you can be whatever the hell you want, right? But like, I also kind of, I don't know, I see it a little bit as a self-love thing in a sense. It's like, yeah, I like what I am IRL, and I want to kind of represent that in the art, and I think that's cool in its own right. Everyone's valid to do what they want, of course. Like, you may genuinely just fuck with this virtual avatar more, and honestly, that's so rad for you. This is how I vibe, I guess. Want to be a cat? That's real as fuck. I actually had no indication that you ever wanted to do that. Nothing about like your name or anything ever gave that impression to me. Escher makes you grow little lines coming out of your eyes. True. Yes. This does happen. I think over here's a good position. On that castrogen. Real! You know what I might do? Because this looks a bit thin on the side here. I'm actually going to bring this out a bit. Yeah, okay, that makes a little bit better use of space. That circle in the middle of the flower is clutching up really hard. Yeah, we won't talk about that. I actually might make it a little bit larger because I want to keep it consistent with the flower on the other one. Oh, I was talking about it in voice chat earlier today, actually. Taking action is one step toward goddesshood. Real. Yeah, okay, that looks much cooler. Yeah, I mentioned it in voice chat with friends a little bit before the stream. I got an interesting email from YouTube. I apparently have a new feature, the inspiration tab, which is, and God, I wish I had better news than this, but it is basically just like an AI idea shitbox. It'll like go through, I guess, content you've already created and suggest very helpful ideas on on other things that you can make. Pretty much everything it suggested was very mid. Those titles make zero sense. Oh, did you just check that out yourself? It is something. I'm not a big fan of it. Sans' nest seems like it could come from there. I would believe it. They suggested ariDoodle reviews like food or something. There was Ari Melody reviews fan art. My first question was just where? Like, I ain't that big, Slime. I don't know what you're getting at there. I don't have fan artists. All of the art of me at present is from moi, yours truly. And also, like, I'd be inclined to just, like, you know, reach out to the artist, reach out to the artist directly to show them that I think the artwork is really cool. Yeah, let's just leave that empty. Oh shit, okay, a couple of you have seen the inspirations tab. My goodness. It's so useless at Terraria content, it's insane. The ideas are so bad. Oh no. There's a lot of crazy shit in Terraria, so I would not expect an AI to get a very good grasp of what's good in that area. The artist! I've not seen it at all. Minecraft Doors, exploring the newest feature. What? Sure. Yeah, it's absurd. Hold on, you know what, for fun. Let's see how much of this I can actually show off. I'm used to showing this off in, like, screen shares, where it's, like, people I know. Yeah, here we are. Ideas for your next video, and it goes and, like, it AI generates titles, descriptions, and if you give it a moment, even thumbnails. It even gives you thumbnails. Exploring the history of electronic music genres. ariDoodle's Guide to Bandcamp Music. A day in the life of a music producer. I promise you, I do not have... How many fucking keyboards is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I don't have 6 keyboards and a bunch of holographic screens. I am not Tony Stark. Also, shout out single DJ table. Just chilling there. It's not even... It's just the disc, actually. It's not even connected to anything. And this random pop filter that's just sitting there doing absolutely nothing but block the fucking screens. That's our, by the way, behind her. ariDoodle's deep dive into VTuber culture. As much as I would consider myself a VTuber, I'm not that involved. I'm not even a good source of information for that. Creating a music video for a popular song. Yeah. So that's the... Yeah, that's what YouTube's up to, I guess. It keeps the shareholders happy. I can ignore it, thankfully. So it's in the content feed. You'll notice it is the first tab in the content page, but it is not the first thing selected by default. By default, it still selects the videos tab, which is good. It should absolutely not have this selected first. That would be terrible. If I click the content tab, I want to see my videos. I do not want to see AI-generated slop immediately on my feed. If I wanted to do that, I'd go to Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or... Wow, there's a problem in a lot of places, isn't it? What the fuck, Ari's your grandma? That is actually face reveal. Yeah, that's actually a real photo. That's my setup. The pop filter protects you from the rays, but only from the Windows icon in the corner. Conclusion, Fetty on top. Fetty and Blue Sky is pretty good. Those are pretty much the only two social media platforms I actually like engage with. I've recently peaked a bit more at Instagram, not because I have any care for the platform, but tragically, a lot of people I follow seem to be exclusively on there, and I'm like, why don't you find a better place to go? This is a heaping pile of shit, but I don't know. Blue Sky could be better. Hate their content filtering system. I don't mind it because you can always just unsubscribe from their content filtering. Like, you can literally just disable it and like use your own or a community sourced one, and I think that's super rad. The fact that moderation, short of like Blue Sky taking down accounts hosted on their infra for like spam and stuff and abuse, that's totally fine. You're running the infra, you do what the hell you want. But the fact that they give you the choice to subscribe to whatever moderation system you like, I think that's super cool. That's a nice way of doing things, I feel. It's a best of both worlds. Just saw you sprays videos with bug spray, pretty much. By the way, the link to your main channel from the VOD channel doesn't work. Does it not? Ari Space Girl. Oh, it's / Ari Space Girl. Oh my god. It needs to be at Ari Space Girl. I'll fix that. Thank you for letting me know. I am amazed I did not pick that up immediately. Normally those are things that I test, but I guess I didn't test that particular thing. I remember to do the at pretty much everywhere else, but I guess not in this case. It's probably because my Twitch link is right above it in my YouTube studio, and that doesn't have the at, so it kind of threw me off. Oh well. Let's see what else. Why can't they just use Fetty's content warn system? So they kind of have it, but I know what you mean. They don't have the ability to like make your own, like, okay, I think the categories that they have are good, but you should also be able to content warn with like an arbitrary label. So maybe it's like you can put it under the category of adult, or and really that's the only content warn I'm actually familiar with. I don't remember what the other filters are. But yeah, if like on Fetty, you could just say, you know, spoiler or content warning, or just a subject that people might not want to see blasted onto their feed. Like, that is something that's really cool about Fetty that Blue Sky seems to lack, and I wish that they did support it. Conclusion, Ari's a Cooper, always. I want to have my own Blue Sky feed, but God, that seems hard. I heard that there's a bunch of third-party services to do it for you. I personally don't like that approach. I like to run the shit myself. That's where I host my own PDS as well. But I have no idea how the feed system works. I don't know, like, is the processing on your end? Is that cheap? What does that even look like? No earthly idea. Do you re-render your VODs, or do you use the Twitch upload download thingy? I record as I stream, and yeah, I do. I throw them through DaVinci Resolve, and I'll add my like little intro and outro it's pretty much the same formula every time. And then I just trim out the dead air. Once I'm past the like stream intro and the stream has effectively started, I basically just leave it go. The art stream was a big exception because I spent 2 hours not getting to the fucking point. So I cut a lot through there. That one took a while to go through. So I now know to never do that again. But I think with this stream, even the yapping here, I think it's fine. Like, if we only get 1 or 2 emotes done, not the end of the world. In fact, this is only the sketch. Between polish and all that kind of stuff, I'm probably going to be here a little while longer. Not too much longer, though. You know, 2 hours is the target. But yes, I do re-render with edits and stuff. I'm in the ad. Okay, take my money. Thank you. The fact... Ooh. Oh, shoot. Wait. Hold on a sec. Hey! Thank you for the Prime, Noah. I just saw... the order in which I saw that was hilarious. I saw... Hold on. I'll show you exactly what I saw. I got sub goal. You're 50% of the way to completing your goal. I then saw the chat, which just suddenly shows the little Prime badge next to you. And then I got the notification. That was a really funny order of events. I do want to, by the way, I want to update these little badges. These are little like duck icons that I made so long ago, and they're only the sub badges because I was lazy and I couldn't be bothered to make anything more custom. But I absolutely do want to do more interesting stuff. That might be a whole art stream in of itself, but those will be much smaller emotes for sure. They might not even be like characters. They might be references to things. I don't know. We define random arbitrary objects or something, like some references. Oh my god. What if we? Okay, it's pretty much exactly what I'm doing with the duck thing, but different. What if you got different color little flower badges? That could be super cool. Oh my god, I could just do that like in my spare time. I could bang those out in like an hour. Okay, that might be a plan. How do you guys feel about that? Little flower sub badges? I think that'd be so cool. Because the flower, that's like a brand thing as well. So that totally works. Ad for IKEA blowhigh. That's hilarious. Invest in Shork and only the Shork. Yay, ads now to see if the 50-50 of the Twitch player deciding that it's going to start stuttering. Oh god. I had one idea for myself. They don't fit my theme. That's unfortunate. Oh, petals that slowly color up? Yeah, kind of. I wouldn't give like a gray one necessarily, but like the ducks currently, like you start with the regular green duck head and then it goes to blue for 2 months. I don't remember what the other tiers are. Let me pull those up because I genuinely have no clue. This is probably under rewards. No. Emotes? No, those are just regular emotes. Where is it? Ah, subscriber badges. I can just search for it. Oh, it's under monetization. That tracks. There we are. Yeah, so these are the badges. You start with a little green duck head, and then it goes to this like kind of light blue, and then it goes to this deeper blue, and then a pink, and then a red for 9 months, and then after a year, your duck just goes fucking Super Saiyan. So yeah, that's what we got at the moment, but I would like to do some like cooler ones. 7 years of service to ariHi Space Girl. Honestly, if I'm still streaming in 7 years, that is probably a really fucking good sign. And in case me in 2032, oh my god, in case me in 2032 comes along and recalls this, hi, what's up, gay ass? How you doing? Are we fucking bajillionaire or Brazilianaire or what? What's going on? So long as we're vibing, that's what's important at the end of the day. I'll be 23 then. Sob. Yeah. I think the little flowers is a cool idea. Like the one rainbow badge. Oh my god, like a rainbow flower? Ooh, that could be really cool. Yeah. The thing is, the longer I stream and the longer we have subs, because I think do we even have a 6 month? I think Louder just got 6 months. I don't know if we have more consistent than that. We might have someone who's actually snagged a 9 month. That was from a while ago though. But we definitely don't have anyone who's gotten the year yet. So there's some padding. I'm really curious what a 2 year would look like, or a 3 year. I don't know if I do like these half year ones. I think I would only go for like the full year ones. That just makes more sense to me. What is this? Do I unlock this 23rd of August or something? What does that mean? Oh, right. Because it's only my account is only 7 years old, I think. So it's not physically possible for someone to have been subscribed that long. Okay, that makes sense. That's fair enough. Or is it anything but Ari, did you see the bad post made by the F-Droid Fetty account? I've heard of F-Droid being mid for a while, but I didn't even know they had a Fetty account. What is it? Something like it was a security related issue where F-Droid was like it was really shit and they just did not care. That's all that I know about that information. Ancient raisin. Queer flowers. Yeah. So imagine like a pride flower, and maybe like 2 year you get the trans flower. 3 year, I don't know, I need to find other pride flags that I represent, I guess. It's the age of your Twitch account since when you got affiliate. Yeah, that makes sense. You missed the super bad post. They promoted Brave web browser the day after Pride Month. What? Huh. It sounds like a off-color post. I don't know. Maybe I'm desensitized. I've heard what Grok's been doing lately, so like, you know, promoting a crap browser from crap people on a crap time is like, wow, that's mid, but like also I was never really an F-Droid. I've used F-Droid in the past because I didn't know anything else existed and I just wanted to like put shit on my old Android phone. But like nowadays I wouldn't touch F-Droid just because the reputation that it's got. So I wouldn't use that anyway. I wouldn't use Brave browser anyways because personally I'm sick of Chromium browsers and I'm kind of fine with Firefox. But 3 years gives you the evil lesbian flag flower. Oh my god, bacon flower! We should do bacon flower. That would be great actually. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, okay. So like for the first year maybe you get different colored flowers, and then on 2 years you get a rainbow one. On 3 you get trans. On 4 you get bacon. I don't know, something like that. It's gonna be a long time until someone gets a 4-year badge, so I don't want to like totally restrict it from people. I might yeah, okay, no, here's what I'm gonna do. Various colors, color palettes that I think are nice, up to like 6 months, and then maybe past that point you start getting like the rainbow and trans flag ones, because I feel like you should be able to get those within a year. Anything more than that, that's kind of extortion. And then for like the 2+ year ones, that's when I start doing something like really out there, like, wow, you have been subscribed for 2 fucking years? Are you kidding me? That's so fucking cool of you. Like, yeah, that'd be nuts. Brave has their own F-Droid repo now. Oh, what? Okay, sure. I subbed to Aria Melody and my pronouns became he, all. The trans badge would be accurate. F-Droid's like a, alternative app store is a way to put it. I would have said package manager, but then I realized, no, that's literally just like the more technical term for an app store, basically. The post has like 70 replies now, all just shitting on them. Ooh. God damn. Tell you what, actually, if you can like link that to me, somewhere like through a Fetty DM or Discord or whatever, I might have a look at it later, because that sounds vaguely interesting. Like, again, I don't really care for F-Droid anyways, and I don't care for Brave, so they're both 2 entities I couldn't give less of a shit about right now. I have so many other things to do with my life, but you know, that sounds like, yeah, silly group doing silly thing and then getting dunked on is like, yeah, par for the course. Getting a god complex and changing my pronouns from she, it to she, it, but capitalized. Is how I read that. 7-year badge should be Tim. Oh my god. Microsoft Store is my favorite package manager. I fully zoned out on the Fetty meta. Do not blame you for a second. Do not blame you. And it's not that I'm like, oh, the meta is so stupid. Sometimes it is, to be real. I mean, like, sometimes we can call a spade and say drama is drama. But sometimes there are, like, legitimate issues. It's just, like, maybe it's the same rehashed argument or something like that. This is a problem with any social media, though. That's not just Fetty. Get, like, anything with more than one person. Actually, even just one person will probably find something to complain about. So, yeah, I'm like... I'll vibe, I'll do my thing, I'll hang out with cool people, but I'm like, if I got a personal attachment to something, if I'm going to engage in the discussion, I better have something good to say. I'll put it that way. I need to have something constructive, or else don't bother taking part at all. It's kind of just a waste of time for everyone. Direction was you the asteroid posts of stupid through Fetty. Cool, thank you. I'll have a look at that later. Now, as for you, this goober, let's start drawing this, because I think we're like set on the sketch. Now I just have to figure out how to draw a circle again. I need this actually to be a lot darker. Really? Really? Okay, hold on. Fucking... Make that a really dim one. I just need to get, like, enough to trace it. Fuck. It's not what I wanted to do. Actually, I want to undo that hand because I realize, yeah, that's gonna clip out of frame, and that's no good. Do you have stabilization? So I've got very light stabilization, and the reason for it is because I actually found it kind of fucks me up more. So I want to be, like, careful with that. It's like if I... What? Did I just have a transparent brush? Okay, yeah, classic. Okay, let's say like to something. Yeah, that weighting is way too much. That's murderous. If I do 251, that's a little bit better. You know, I need to zoom out. I'm drawing a particular kind of circle, and I found there's a certain like movement with my hand that feels quite fluent for this. But it's only at a certain scale, so we'll work with that. And the cool thing is now I do get to fuss about the finer details of the line art, so we're going to be here forever drawing circles. Thankfully, I'm going to keep my circle use quite low. I don't actually need to draw that many. And guys, do remember, the emote's going to be about this small, and this is how much I am focusing on the hand. If I were getting paid for this, I would be fired. But if I were paying someone else for this, I kind of wouldn't fault them for, you know, taking pride in the work and, like, trying to be careful with things. No, Krita, that's not what I meant. I say this to so many different software applications all the damn time. I'm really cooked on digital art because I could only use one app. That's a 2013 app that shipped with Sony Xperia phones, which was discontinued in 2018 and breaks a little more with every new phone I buy. Oh, man. I also draw with my thumb. And my custom brushes and art cannot be moved between systems. Rough. I think the worst I did, I had, this was... what phone was this? Samsung Galaxy J3, I want to say? I had a Samsung Galaxy Fame before that. That was my first ever phone. But I don't recall... Oh, maybe I did draw on that phone. It was a tiny-ass screen, though. We're going to say the J3. There was some drawing app that I had that was super basic. I literally just used it to, like, doodle. Like, anything, even this sketch would have been, like, too much for me to do in that app. It was so limited and so, like, crap. I really just did not want to dick around with it. Okay, Okay, I will say, huge fucking, like, okay. I'm impatient, so if I can skip the sketch layer, this is why why I'm reminding myself to not be super crazy with detail in the sketches, because normally what I'll do if I'm left to my own devices is I will do a sketch line, and then I will take insane amounts of time just polishing up that sketch line, and it becomes just a mess to deal with, and it takes a really, really long time. But because I've already got the sketch done, like I spent that bit of time at the beginning getting the sketch done, but now I just don't have to worry about blocking things out anymore. I can literally just follow the line, and all I have to do is make sure that it's tidy. That is actually insanely valuable. So if you're like me and you're like, oh, I'm too lazy to do a sketch, please do. Please do a sketch. You will thank yourself later. Sony Sketch is the best art app ever UI-wise. I will never let go of this opinion. The UI is barely functional on modern large screen size. It still beats most apps. I'm gonna have a look at it. Sony Sketch. Okay, that's not super helpful. Is this it? Oh, this looks... Ooh, this looks like a 2013 app. You said you had custom brushes in this? Oh, you're gonna have to dash? Alright, Grat. Have a lovely night. Lovely having you as always. This is a super old version. The discontinued one is nicer. Maybe it's on Wikipedia. Actually, wait. It might just be on here. There was an online service? Huh. Sketching an anatomy is cringe. I just reiterate line art until it looks good. Yeah, real? Oh, damn. Looks involved. Oh. Is this it? No, this is on a large screen. You said this looked horrible on larger screens. The barn years in images. This isn't it. Ew. That's not helpful at all. Oh. Third row, column 2. Oh, yeah, this one. Okay. Fascinating. I personally don't even draw line art separately. I just duplicate the sketch layer and clean it up. Yeah, that's an approach. I kind of like drawing the lines fresh, because then I'm like a bit more certain that they're tidy. It does take time though. Like, yeah, everyone's gonna have their own shortcuts. The last column of brush and color icons cut off 50%. Oh. That's rough. You said it's on larger screens? What? Wait, is it because larger screens are taller and it's width constrained? Oh, I really hope that's not the case, but I also would totally believe it if that was the case. If so, that's rough. It looks fancy enough. I like the icons. It's pretty good looking. Yeah, I could have seen myself doodling with this back in the day if I knew it existed. It's just a really nice UI despite not having any alignment tools. Oh, rough. Not a deal breaker not having alignment tools, but like, you know, it would be nice. Like, here's the thing, I can just like shoot these little lines out here, and it's I just know that it's tidy, and that's like really nice for me. That's a big boon. The blue hair guy in images almost made me think that was my old OC from back in the day, but thank God it wasn't. Cool. Come on. Oh my god, I need to mirror this. Oh, I got something in my eye. That's not ideal. I need things to not be in my eye in order for me to do what I'm doing. It helps a lot, typically. Okay, actually, this is a good sign because I just realized I've mirror flipped this and it still looks good. For those of you who don't draw super often, it is like so important. Whoa, that was a crazy clean line. All right, bet. Happy with that. That's so good. But yeah, if you don't like draw particularly often, mirroring is like super important. If you're depending on what you're drawing, it might not be important. But basically, what happens is there's a lot of times where what you're drawing looks correct, but then if you view it from a different angle, it ends up looking really, really awkward. So like mirror flipping can help reveal a lot of imperfections in what you might be doing. Like, as an example, I still love this emote, but like, I don't know, there's something about the... I was going to say something about vanishing points, but that's not going to make sense to anyone who hasn't like dealt with perspective drawing and stuff. But basically, like, you know, this eye looks a lot bigger than this eye, and it kind of looks like the face is kind of sloping in a weird sort of direction. Whereas on here, I don't see that. It just looks kind of balanced. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, mirroring can help you find little details that you would ordinarily miss, I suppose is the best way to put it. Because you it's like listening with fresh ears, you know? Listening to a song with fresh ears. If maybe your ears have like over-tuned to something, you listen to like, I don't know, say an example for me would be I'm making my music, which is usually very electronic, high energy bass stuff, right? And if I want to like get a more unbiased view, because I've been listening to it for ages, so I've got a very specific idea of like what it sounds like, I can go listen to just the outdoors, listen to some birds chirping or something, and then I come back to it a bit later and I listen to it, it's like, oh yeah, I've immediately now picked up a whole bunch of little details that I could work on that I didn't before, and that's super valuable. This does look really clean. I am liking this so far. I feel like I'm definitely going to mirror this. Ooh, ideally I'd love to tilt this, but I actually don't know how to tilt in Krita, so let's find out how. I'm slowly but surely getting familiar with the binds. Rotate, control square brackets. You're kidding me with this, right? All right, sure, bet. Chatters, we gotta stop lurking. She's actually doing her work. Yeah, you gotta keep me yapping. Otherwise you're gonna be in silence forever. Do we have any disruptors in chat? Legal enforcement of yap. It is so important. It's so critical. I'm not sure, should that little bit of hair be there? Should it just be empty? I'm gonna make it empty. Yeah, we're gonna not include that bit. I'm like Atlas, carry the stream on my back /J. You press shift in space and rotate with your pen. Oh, cool. Does that work with right shift as well? Oh, it does. That's awesome. Now, so long as the reset zoom is convenient enough, I might do that. There's no keybind for it. Woohoo! Yep, I guess I'm not using that feature for a while until I bind that to something. Because I actually haven't modified any of the binds. I try to do that with software, like new software that I'm trying out. I'll try and get like as familiar as I can with the stock binds, and then I'll work on, you know, designing stuff that's more tuned to my specific workflow. Like my DaVinci Resolve workflow, for example, I went on record for the first little while complaining so much about the stock DaVinci Resolve binds because I found them infuriating. And then I just used them for a bit longer. And I was like, okay, actually, you know what? A lot of these have a reason for being the way they are. I kind of fucks with it, actually. So most of the binds that I use are actually stock for that reason. Do I want to rotate this a little? Yeah, I'll put it like there. That seems good. Exception, any software that defaults to Control Y for redo. Yeah, Control Shift Z is just more ergonomic for redo. Having to reach all the way to Y is kind of silly. Why so? I don't know if that's to Noah or to me. Oh, why so :3? She's happy. She's waving. She's happy to see people. Liking this music. Stream beats coming in clutch. Wonder should I actually just go out and like buy one of the albums or something? Just, you know, supporting what they do. Cause it's funny. I'm not sponsored by anything, but I will happily yap about things that I am genuinely just like excited about. And I like this. The music that I'm listening to is from a label called Stream Beats, and as the name implies, it is literally just music that is safe for streamers to use. Streamers, YouTubers, you name it, you could just use it for free, no royalties. It's pretty fucking rad. And I actually switched to using their stuff. Because I was originally using Lo-Fi Girl, because when I started, when I was getting these streams going, I was under the impression that Lo-Fi Girl had super permissive streaming rights. Turns out they don't. So now a bunch of my early ariMelody live VODs are claimed, which is really mid. So I switched over to Stream Beats, and the music's good. And you can get it entirely for free. You just get on streaming platforms, or, you know, if you want, I think you can actually just even download the full quality files. They might have it like in a Google Drive somewhere or something. Yeah, it's super cool of them to do that. I fucks with their vision, so I yap about it. They saved my ass when Lo-Fi Girl wouldn't. Opera GX tried sponsoring me once. Tried? What? Like personally reached out? That's crazy. I mean, I know they got like talent seekers and whatever. HC reached out to me. That's nuts. Kind of cool. I wouldn't have accepted it though. No fault if you felt like it, but not for me. Not for me. I was literally just saying how I'm fed up with Chromium browsers anyway, so. Don't like the product? Yeah. That's the really important thing. Like, you gotta actually like the product, otherwise what the fuck are you doing? Who do I give her? Browse. You know what? It's such a small detail. I think I will, but there'll be small brows. It's just kind of hard to tell them apart from the rest. Opera GX sponsors more like loan shark money. Yeah. I've thought about it. It's like, you know, if and when I ever get a sponsor, what would that look like? Would I accept it? What would be my criteria for it? I would have some pretty, like, strict criteria, I feel. Because I definitely don't want to, like, fuck people about and, like, suggest or recommend something that's, like, bad. Certainly not something that's actually bad. That would be awful. But even just, like, something that's mid. It's like, I'm not going to take the bag from someone making a mid product just for the sake of taking the bag. That seems kind of lame. I think that works. Like this. It's crazy YouTube's copyright system expects you to be greedy. Like, Toby just wants his music and says, oh, I've heard about this. I've heard about this. What's this? The Materia something? I think that's their name, Materia. Where it's like, is it Celeste B-side composers were through Materia as well? And a couple people who... I don't know, was it just Toby or were there other composers? But basically, you know, at least Deltarune soundtracks are released through that label. And they've got some situation going on where there's a shitload of automated claims on things that use Undertale music, Undertale and Deltarune music, and or maybe just Deltarune. Don't quote me on that. I'm only somewhat versed in this area. Wasn't even Materia's fault, just used as a compensation. Yeah, I remember that was up in the air for a while, and then it came out, it's like, no, actually, Toby himself had even said, this is YouTube's problem. Their tools are kind of awful for this. And that, I find that weird, right? Because, I get YouTube not interfering. That's fine. I do not expect them to get involved in a copyright dispute, because that would violate, that would completely destroy their safe harbor provisions, and the whole platform would go to utter shit and die. The only reason that YouTube is able to survive the way it is because they don't get involved in all the legal shit. They probably have enough to deal with as it is. I get that, but do provide like sufficient tooling for people to manage claims on content that's theirs, right? Like that's a funny thing. I don't remember if my shit's in Content ID. I'm pretty sure it isn't. If my stuff is in Content ID and you've been claimed for using it, please do let me know, and I will do whatever I can to get that lifted, because my stuff is Creative Commons share-alike attribution. Literally all you need to do to use my music is like attribute it to me. So say like, hey, this was made by ariMelody, whatever, and use the same Creative Commons license in your work. That's I've got my own little exceptions to that. Like, I personally don't really care if you're using it in a YouTube video. YouTube's default is the standard YouTube license. Feel free to use that. I don't care if you do that. But if you're like, I don't know, remixing the song or using it as part of another work, I would much prefer if you did copy that license, because I feel like it's a nice open license that allows people to be more creative. I think that's cool. And then the credit's still given, and if you're making good enough products, people will buy it. Evidently, the free to play's still doing like pretty well. I'm super jazzed with how much support that album's gotten. I'm incredibly thankful. But yeah, if rolling back to YouTube stuff, if there was a case where someone came to me and was like, hey, you know, I used your music in my video and I got claimed, help, right? I wouldn't actually know what to do. I have never seen tooling presented to me that gives me any control over that. It's possible that my distributor does have that dashboard, but I've never seen it, and I don't know if I have access to it. And that's not good, I think. I think having your label as like a middleman can be helpful, and that's perfectly fine. But I think the final say should always be the artist, because they made the fucking thing, right? Like, even if, as an example, if my license says was a Creative Commons share-alike attribution, right? I used to, here's a good example, my music used to be under Creative Commons share alike attribution non-commercial. So you could use my music as long as you credited me and you weren't making money on it. I've changed that since because I realized that forbidding people from making money on it is kind of shitty. And also would be a deterrent, an active deterrent from people using my stuff in their work. So I've changed it to drop that provision. But I think regardless of what the license says, if I tell you in a written verbal capacity that you can do such thing, like some other thing outside of the bounds or otherwise with my music, that's the final say. Like, that's it. Maybe I take it back. Maybe that agreement's more conditional. But like, if I'm telling a friend or even just like someone who's emailed me, yeah, you're perfectly fine using this song in this way, like, archive that fucking email. That's good for you. You get to do that with the work. No problem. I think that should ultimately be the final word if that were ever to be disputed in court. It's like, well, they literally said that I could do this. There shouldn't be a nuh-uh, but Creative Commons said. No, Creative Commons says a general rule for everyone else. But, you know, exclusive license deals happen all the time. So that's just how it is. I'm there, like, it sounds like I'm bitching and moaning about it. I'm pretty sure that is actually how it works. So it's not like I'm complaining that it isn't. Like I just said, companies do exclusive license agreements all the time. Like, as an example, I'm sure for, like, Forza Horizon, they've got very particular music licensing agreements that are unlike almost anything anyone else has in the world. That, like, I would not be privy to whatsoever, and that's fine. In general, I do wish that music from bigger labels had more permissive usage rights anyways, because, like, I get it's like people are like, oh, I want to protect my creative work, I want to make sure I make a lot of money off it. That's great and all, but like, you're still gonna make a shitload of money. If you're like a big artist, you do not need to be concerned about some fucking kid on YouTube uploading rips of your stuff. And to be clear, I'm not okay with people just ripping my stuff and putting it up somewhere else. That's mid, kind of, no matter who you do it for. If it's like something that's been taken down, that's preservation, different story. That's an exception to the rule though. Like, if I'm still distributing the thing through stores, like, you can still very much go get it and you're like putting it up on another platform, I don't appreciate that. That's not cool. You should not do that if you are doing that. But in terms of, like, if you're actually going to use it in a transformative way, that's kind of the key thing. If you're like using it as a backing track for some cool thing that you're doing, cool. Actually, I'm jazzed. And I even say it on my fucking website. If you've done something like that, please do let me know. And someone, oh, here's a cool story. Someone did. I got an email like months ago. It's about easily at least half a year ago. I got an email from someone who was a VR chat DJ. And they had apparently used, I think it was FTL and Go My Way VIP in their DJ set. And they sent me a link to it. And it was so fucking cool. That was so awesome. I was raving about that to friends for like days after that. That was one of the coolest fucking emails I've ever received in my life. So awesome. Yeah, also, fucking honor. I had it, like, the use of FTL, it was mixed right next to, I think, Fox Stevenson Good Time, which is like, oh, you're placing me next to the Fox. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, no, I get delighted about that shit. That is such a fucking cool thing to do. It just sent me FTL Deltarune. I believe you wholeheartedly that just happened. I bet if I DM'd her right now, there would be a very funny reaction out of that. And actually, I can probably predict that is exactly what happened because just before I actually started the stream, I got a DM from her asking me where she could grab the FTL stems because she forgot. I'm like, I wonder why you need FTL stems. That's interesting, isn't it? A little bit of a point of curiosity, even. A quirky little conundrum. Actually, hold on a second. I indeed have a DM from her. Oh my god. Fucking hell. For fuck's sake. Just responding to something. Crank it up. Alright, bet. Hold on. I swear to God, there's like moaning sounds or something. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna have been trolled. See, here's the thing. I don't know nearly enough about Deltarune to actually get what the original song is, but that is definitely a rip of FTL if I've ever heard one. Deltarune stream, please. Ah, yes, of course. The slightly well-known fact that ariMelody has never played Deltarune. And in fact, has not beaten Undertale yet. I've not completed it. I've not completed the game yet. I think that's the leitmotif from the main theme. That's beautiful. Yeah, I've not played the game. I've played through a bit of Undertale, but I've not. Yeah, I'm not even close to finishing, unfortunately. I do want to. Some my to-do list. Something's off about this brush, and I'm only realizing it now. You see how like the lines kind of like taper off towards the end? These don't. And I think my brush has been stuck at a certain... Oh, it's got like a really weak pressure difference. Yeah. Smooth pressure? Oh, no, that's not at all what I'm looking for. Why is it like that? Size. Ah. Let's give her 66, maybe? Yeah. I think we'll use that. Auto-modded, trolled. Fuck, Twitch races all. Oh, I'm the original Undertale. All right. How's I doing? How do I navigate this again? I've been using the mouse to like drag around, but there needs to be a way to do that with my pen tab. Here's what I'll do. Like trim little bits off this way, maybe. That does look better. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Hello, Krita? Thank you. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, a million times better. Easily. Is there like a hand tool? There is. What is this tool? It's just pan tool. Okay, I would like a bind, guys. Please, please give me a bind. Give me a key shortcut, anything. I can't tell you how much I love key shortcuts. Starwalker 70 70V emote. Maybe, maybe. I at least actually understand that joke. May complains, it's like, oh, you haven't even fucking played the game yet and you're making Starwalker jokes. I'm like, you showed me the Starwalker joke. I don't know what you expect me to do. It's a funny joke. Of course I'm going to use it. I feel like Ari would be so confused by modern Deltarune memes. I am! Yes! You're correct! I'm very confused by a lot of them. There's some wild shit being said in the Deltarune community. In fact, hold on. Let me pull up the sky real quick, because I know I made a post about this. Where was it? Yeah, here we are. This sums up my understanding of Deltarune lore. Right here. This is the fucking post. Ness's sans, I get it. Woody theory. You're not gonna be able to explain to me what the fuck you mean by Woody theory. That is gibberish. Those aren't real words made by human beings. I refuse to believe it. Watch entire 1800s German opera just to prove Woody theory being real. See, I bet to an Undertale player that's fucking hilarious, and that might be fucking hilarious to me like 30 years from now, but I do not get it now. Good grief. Cool. Okay. Mouse, please come back! Come back! Alright, we're good. Is that Linars? Are we good? Whoops. Yeah, I probably want to, like, group these, don't I? Oh, yeah. Look at how much cleaner that is. And that is where you do the sketch first and the line art after. So good. Ooh, I don't have, like, the outer line art layer. I might want to do that now before I continue. Let's give that enough space. If you do stream Undertale Deltarune, I highly recommend you set it to follows the sub emotes only, because especially Deltarune activities, people's primal instinct, it's the backseas. That's a good point. Thank you for that suggestion, because yeah, I can see how some people would be really fucking annoying. And they might be thinking they're helpful and it's just like really not. Happens, unfortunately. For example, one of the newer memes is theory that Ascor ran over Des? I don't even know who Des is. Ascor ran over Des, which is a question mark, but has made some very funny animations. I can imagine. Yeah, clean girl. Look at that. That line art is so polished. All right. Now let's do the extra outline at the like at the sides, because this is the big one. This really helps the whole thing kind of stand out against a chat background and whatnot. I think that's too much. I think I need to like draw closer to just like the edge here, and that would be plenty. Yeah, we're not doubling the thickness. We're just adding a little bit to it, just to make it stand out a bit more. That's all we need to do. I'm getting all Bob Ross now. Happy little trees. A feeling of Space Girls rushes within you faster than light. You are filled with determination. Best missing person in the game lore, Asgore, former police chief who's mysteriously discharged. I know of the name Asgore. That's direct from Undertale. That's not specific to Deltarune. I know like some character names and I don't fully know their lore. I'm gonna lean back in my chair, not because I'm concerned about posture, but because I'm a lazy streamer. Oh, look at that extra line art thickness. That's so good. It takes a lot longer to do this, but wow, does it pay off. There are actually quicker ways to do this. Like if I just like if I did the color first and then basically selected the entire emote and then like added padding to the selection and then did a fill bucket tool behind, that would work. But this is cool. It's the easy part of the process. It's kind of therapeutic in that way. Isn't Undertale the AU though? Oh, I'm not getting into that fucking intricate shit. If I try and voice a statement on that, I might get pelted with rocks. And I'm not really looking to get pelted with rocks today. Maybe another time. The shitty 3D model Toby Fox made in 2016 that went viral was actually a mopbook for a character in Chapter 3 that released last month, and then Crypto Bros tried... What the fuck? Toby Fox thought of Deltarune before Undertale. Interesting. I'm assuming that's actually legit. 10 a coin? Oh my Christ. Hampton flashbacks. Oh man, what? There's hysteria going on in my Twitch chat right now. And I'm just here doodling. I'm just here doing my little drawings. You know how it is. Jesus, the kick drum in this song is crazy. Chill out, bro. Go a little bit easier on it. After she finishes the dang game, 2030. Quite possible. 2030 will be the year of Ari Melody finally playing Deltarune. And also on the note of streaming it, I don't know if I will. I think it kind of depends on how I feel after beating Undertale, because the way it's been described to me is completing that game was a very personal experience for a lot of people. And also in a different fucking era. Like, God, I'm fucking new gen to that shit. Yeah, I feel like I tend to like enjoying the artwork the way that it was enjoyed by lots of other people, I guess. It's like, I find it really cool seeing new people joining the, like, Portal 2 fandom. Or, well, yeah, I guess Portal fandom, but let's be real, it's Portal 2 that they got infatuated with. And I think that is so cool. I love seeing newcomers to Portal, especially the fan artists. Oh my god, new fan artists in the Portal sphere are so cool. You have my heart. Genuinely amazing stuff that comes out of that community. And also, it's just amazing to me to see that there's new people playing Portal. Like, good. It's such a fucking good game. Everyone deserves to get a taste of Portal. I think that's line art. Yeah, LGTM. I'll need to do another pass just for like the color stuff, but that'll be fine. That'll be no biggie. Can we listen to a friend inside me on stream? I don't know what usage is like. That's the thing. I'm very concerned about making sure that I don't get like claimed. Oh. Sorry. I misunderstood. For some reason, I thought we completely changed course. I thought that this was some Bridget reference, like the Town Inside Me thing. I can't even remember if that's a song. But yeah, I don't think we can play something that samples You Got a Friend in Me. Nope, still on Undertale Deltarune posting. Fucking real. God bless you all. All right, color time. Yippee! I'm so excited. Look at that. And because I very recently did the Ari Love emotes, I remember all of the little mistakes I would have made before, and I can immediately apply them here, which is great. Twitch isn't that strict with claiming, right? Twitch isn't, but this VOD also goes on YouTube. That's my thing. I mean, I guess I could trim out that part in the VOD, but like that seems kind of, I don't know. I also am lazy and couldn't be bothered. I'm enjoying drawing, and it is actually what I'm supposed to be doing this stream, so I'll do that. All right, I remember your mistakes you made before. That's definitely a reference I don't get. I have a guess, but I'm purposely not going to tell you what my guess is. Remember when I first did Ari Love, and there's a bunch of people going like, "Oh my god, you're blonde?" Like, that is kind of surprising, because I mean, my profile picture is blonde. ariDoodle isn't blonde. ariDoodle's monochrome. May, you forgot I... Really? Seriously? That's crazy. That's wild. I don't know how you forget that after literally seeing me in person. That's actually kind of impressive. I don't walk around with melody photographic memory. Sounds like a fucking new Apple tech or something. Oh god, what? No, I just like a convenient way to pull up the fucking eyedropper tool, please. But of course, I don't know what that is, so we must continue. Hecking ad. Stupid ass ad. If only Jeff Bezos just gave me and all of my wonderful viewers free Twitch subscriptions because I'm awesome. That would be so cool. You should do this. May told me about the cracked product marketing team. Yes, yes! The VW minibus. Oh, those wonderful lads. Crack marketing team must have had, like, laughed their asses off when they saw Craig Federighi in front of the Ho sign. That's true, yes. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. I remember I used to actually kind of badger on about that a little bit way back in the day, because I guess it was a slightly newer thing, but, like, yeah, actually, people forget. I mean, did we have 2 people subscribe today that just forgot that Prime existed? Amazon Prime more like scary. True. It's free money! Exactly, exactly. So right. Yo! I have hands! Thank you for the 3 months. It's literally free money. Noah's my new marketing person, apparently. Oh yeah, May, I don't know if you were here when we were originally talking about it. But I'm thinking, so you see the current subscriber badges are the little like duck things, the little pixel art ducks. I'm considering remaking them entirely. Whoa! That's funny. Yeah, I was thinking of changing the subscriber badges to be the little flower here, and it'll be like different shades. And then maybe for like 6 months, you get a little like pride flower. And then on a full year, you get a trans flower. And then for 2 years plus, you get just like wild other wacky, maybe just some like crazy reference to something from a time gone by or something like that. I think that'd be really cool. Tragically, I don't think this flower is big enough. It's a smaller flower. It needs to be bigger. Okay, actually, for that size, it's not going to matter that much. I'll survive. Give me my mouse back. Give me my mouse back. There we go. Cool. Case I is British. Apologies. Sorry to hear. Okay, you know what? I was talking earlier in the stream how I've got like a crazy cool idea for like my Sona redesign. I'm gonna deviate a little bit from plan, just for the sake of like getting her done, because I don't feel like doing a full situation here where I like plan out the whole. I don't want to plan out my whole fucking VTuber avatar like in an emote right now. But I'll block out very basic details because it is supposed to be a simple emote as well, so like it works. I just realized, when was the last time I saved? Cool. I've saved. Cool. Yeah. See, normally when I'm in like editing software or my DAW, I'll like spam Command S, Control S, like whatever, all of the time. But because currently with my setup, because I'm left-handed, in case you didn't know, my left hand is currently occupied with the pen. So my right hand is as far away from Control Z as it possibly could be right now, which is not ideal. Yeah, lefty. That's so rad. Wait, what? Hold on. Some guy got the IX Noah Twitch name, and I checked his activity, and all he does is follow hot tub streamers just before they hit the inactive username deadline. What? That's absurd. What is it? Favorite anything, Ari? What's your opinion on Fairphone? I like what they're doing. I personally wouldn't get the phone, unfortunately. Yeah, tragically, I'm a little bit in the Apple ecosystem right now. I've got the laptop, I've got the phone. Technically, I've got two laptops because I've actually upgraded my Air to a MacBook Pro. I've not gotten the watch, but both myself and my mom, who are both, you know, Apple MacBook and iPhone users, are in a concerning conundrum where we're both kind of thinking about it. And I don't know, that could be in our future. I'm not sure. I do like what they're doing, and I hope for those where the specs of the phone are fine for them, that they do get one, because it looks really cool. And also if they're cool with Android. But if you're like, I wouldn't within reason ask someone to sacrifice the comfort of using a device which ostensibly, like, just look at the world we live in, right? You're going to be using that device for a lot of time. May, you can't be fucking serious. There's no way that you just followed me. How? How does that happen? Right, what was I saying? Yeah, that completely threw me off. Yeah, if I wouldn't ask you to like sacrifice check top left. Oh my god. Okay, I understand. I see what you've done. You fucking goober. Well, I'll make that a little bit clearer. There we are. Yeah. Ridiculous. Yeah, I wouldn't ask you to like sacrifice the comfort of using this like daily device, right? That would be kind of ridiculous. But if you are comfortable with the features and the specs of the Fairphone, yeah, go get it. Well, this is the important thing. It's the same reason why I never went Framework. I like Framework. I love what they're doing. And if I didn't already have a good laptop, I would buy a Framework. The problem is I already do have a good laptop. And if I were getting what is this? I'm pretty much done with Windows entirely now. So if I were getting a Framework, it would run Linux. And I do still need a machine to do creative work on, and Linux just isn't there yet. Like, I'm thankful I at least get to draw in Linux. But I can't do my music production. Well, we'll see. May's pushing me towards trying out Bitwig, so that might be a thing in the future. We'll see, we'll see. Even still, I've got a shitload of stuff still in Ableton, so that'll be there for a while. All my video editing currently just doesn't fucking work on Linux for reasons I could not be fucked to troubleshoot right now, because it all just works on my Mac. So yeah, I'm gonna prioritize the device that actually does the things I need it to do. And Linux can do a lot of things for me, but it's still really, really falls short in the creative department, unfortunately. I wonder what would happen if I made this like a green shade instead. I mean, the idea that I had has only been like a visual, it's not a visual thing, only an in the mind thing, so I don't know. That's hilarious. So you've got the whoa, what the fuck? Hold the phone. Why is this in Russian? This was not in Russian earlier. Why am I in Russian? What's occurred here? I don't get it. Okay. I don't have financial means to buy 500 bits, you win, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea. Why are you in Russian? That's so weird. But extra in case you did. I'm not complaining. What I miss, May and Noah are fighting for dominance of the top left corner of my screen, and the art's going well. That's pretty much all you need to know. I kind of... I like it with color, but the idea in my head very specifically has a close to black cloak. Oh my god. What are we doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It doesn't accumulate? Oh yeah, it's individual bits. It's individual donations. Oh my god. What I miss? Oh shoot, I did miss that. I'll probably be getting a new Fairphone 6 to replace my current phone, although some of the design choices is pain. I'm not aware of the design choices, because I haven't really been following it. But yeah, you know, replacing your current phone, if it's out of date and you just want to upgrade, sure. Bet. That works. Let's see. I think for color, this is kind of good. I need to do like a blush layer now. I'm still in a position where I could make the flower bigger. No. I won't. I want to, but I won't. I will do this. Nope, that's not right. I can never remember the button. What's the button? That's the button. Even the button doesn't work. Trolled. I'm gonna give this a bit more space, room to breathe. Cool. I'm gonna go back into color. Yeah, it looks a bit better. It just felt a bit cramped, you know? That does look a bit better already. Rendering art scares me. Why do you think I've taken so long to fucking get to it? I am very much the same. I'm not used to it. No, that's not it. I want... Is it like this airbrush situation? I think it is. Whoa, that's a lot. Holy fuck. Whoops. Oh shit, that's on the blush layer. Ah, bugger, 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 bugger. Let's put that back. Alright, use brushes. Grab this. Whoops. I want to do the opposite of that, actually. Cool. All right, can't tell if you're British or American, or Australian. None of those. Irish, yes. I have a very American accent, though. that was from growing up on YouTube watching fucking Let's Players and machinimas and all the other shit I used to watch. And The Simpsons. Like, aside from YouTube, I watch a shitload of The Simpsons when I was younger. That's usually what I tell the normies when I'm out and about, and they go like, "You don't sound very Irish." And I'm like, "I know, it's because The Simpsons." Everyone notices Irish isn't that UK. No, I know Northern Ireland is independent from the UK. Actually, are they? Are they like legally independent? I'm actually not sure if that's the case. I can't remember if like, because it's like the history is like the Republic of Ireland would like their counties back, but I don't actually know if Northern Ireland wants anything to do with us. Are they like happy where they are currently or something? In any case, I think they have bigger things to worry about right now. I've heard politics there have not been stellar. Northern Ireland is in the UK and has to follow the dumb bullshit. Good Ireland doesn't. Yeah, we have our own flavor of bullshit. I've become slightly more politically involved since I became legally eligible to vote, so I am unfortunately quite aware of a lot of the stupid bullshit that goes on in our country. It's a delightful time, really. Oh, god damn it, that's your fucking eraser again. I'm gonna do a blush layer around the whole area here, so I kind of fill it up a bit. Yeah, just warm up the tone a little bit. Can you read up to my messages about the Fairphone 6 design choices that are silly? Oops, yeah, sorry, I missed that. I was drawing. Also, the bit stuff had happened. Some of the design choices pain. Okay, so consider no headphone jack. I'm on iPhone, I'm used to it now. And USB-C 2.0 in 2025. Tragically, so like, okay, yeah, that's bad. First off, USB 2 in the year of our goddess 2025, that's stupid. But also, yeah, no headphone jack, I'm used to that. USB-C 2.0 is, funnily enough, I'm not on the iPhones where they were forced to adopt USB-C. I'm on a 13 Pro currently. So my next upgrade, I will be on that USB-C. I'm pretty sure that's USB 2.0 as well. So they're following Apple standards. It's just unfortunately those standards are really low. I love how Dutch independence came from the Dutch saying, "Fuck you, stop making us be Catholic." And that's the reason they were the only ones allowed to trade with Japan, because they were also getting forced to be Catholic by the Spanish. We love solidarity. Honestly, just love hearing any case of like, hey, these nations are able to get along with each other for X, Y, and Z reason. That's quite nice. As long as it doesn't involve like other people getting hurt, I fucks with it, you know? Let's get like a nice warm glow here. I'm gonna have this on overlay. End it up a lot more. iPhone 16 does use USB-C 2.0. It is horrible, yes. I'm so excited to still have a mid-as-fuck connection when I upgrade to the latest phone. To be clear, I usually don't upgrade to the latest phone. I usually stay like a gen behind. Same goes with graphics cards. Just because it's mostly out of spite to the industry. I don't like when they do stupid fucking things, so I just don't support them when they do. But I do need to eventually upgrade, so I'll buy like secondhand basically to spite them. It also means I'm like help the environment a little bit by going for secondhand phones. You know, better than landfill, as we know. Need water. Everyone, remember to get some water. Get some drink in you. It's good for you. At 2020 Pixel 5. I tried the Pixel 6a, I think. It was actually when I was upgrading from... I previously had an iPhone 11. I was upgrading. I wanted to try Android because I was like, hey, you know, if I can kill my dependence on Apple devices, that'd be cool. I tried it and I did not enjoy it. It was very new at the time, so it's possible I was dealing with like growing pains that a lot of other people were dealing with, but it just didn't work for me. There was I had a lot of reasons why it wasn't working. I made like a whole, like multiple posts about it, I think. It's unfortunate, but yeah, ultimately I went back to iPhone, ended up getting the 13 Pro instead. And like, look, yeah, dependence on Apple, annoying, but hey, my phone fucking works. It does the things that I want my phone to do, which is nice. ...2019 Moto G7 Power. Fucking Motorola are still making phones. Jesus. My Oshi/Shay telling me to get water. Sigh. I guess I have to. So, funny thing, I only learned about the fucking phrase Oshi kind of recently. So, that would have caught me completely off guard if not for me actually having that knowledge. But even still, that's crazy. That's a funny one. For some reason, modern Motorola are called Motorola Moto, of course. Probably because they're really trying to harken back to the old days where like Hello Moto and shit were like fire. Back in the good old days for the company, you know? Okay, immediately as I'm putting actual lighting on this is looking a lot better already. I'm kind of excited. I was a little concerned, but I think it's saved, chat. You mean the eraser tool decides not to work because it's bored? Okay. I like this. I like this. If I play around with the opacity a bit, just to like dull it a little. You know, I might go into inherit alpha locked. That's what I want to do. Oh. Oh, I'm literally just learning this feature exists. Okay, that's rad. I can keep it like trimmed to the frame. What? Hold on. Colors. Let's get all of these colors. I had no idea you could do this. This is so cool. Tint, outline, hearts, highlights. That's I'm gonna go here. And that in here. That's so rad! I had no idea. Cool. Actually a pretty nice creative feature I just discovered. Bet. I'm down with this. Amazon upcharges Fairphone 6 by £36. Ah, that's rough. Hi, Grad. Welcome back. The Builder. Hi. Yeah, thank you. It is looking really good. I literally just got like base slicing onto it, and it's already like popping way more, like without, like not rendered at all, and like a little bit of rendering. It is crazy how much a little bit of depth carries something like this. Flip check, true. Yeah. The position of the light source is fairly consistent. For the flat rendering way, much more than the airbrush rendering. I do both. That's my approach. I do both because I get the best of both worlds, because there are reasons that I like either one. So I'm not gonna like restrict myself. It does mean I spend extra effort, but honestly, like airbrushing on lighting is like really not a big deal. Like, watch, I'm just gonna like hammer on a whole bunch here. I can be kinda generous with how I do this. Just kind of lighten it up, get a bit more of a glow. Deselect, make this an overlay layer. And I just like kind of tweak the opacity a little bit to taste. Look at that. We light up a little bit more for free, basically free. I'll tone down the hard cell shaded lighting that I've got here. Yeah, I fucks with it. Hi, Kat. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. I'm sort of allergic to change. I'm going to develop a perfect UI replica of Sony Sketch for desktop use just so I don't have to learn a new app. Hey, look, if you do, fucking open source it. There might be someone else who's like in the same boat as you. They might really appreciate it. So apparently undo and redo binds don't have any effect on changes to opacity for layers. That's a really weird thing to miss, but sure, whatever. Do you go around to doing the Ari jump scare? Oh, like the fear one. No, it's just this emote right now. But yeah, like an Ari fear one, I'll actually add that to my list. Was it this layer? It was this layer. Let me just lock the background real quick. Ideas. Let's go to, nope. Ari's brushes. Here's my pixel brush. Hello. Oh yeah, drink emotes. That was one that was on the cards, I remember. What the fuck are we doing? Can we not? I'm trying to change my... There we are, my brush color. Fear. Oh my god, mouse, come back to me. What are you doing? I just want to scroll across, for fuck's sake. This is very nearly done. You know what's missing? It's missing the line art, like, color overlay. So let's do that. Oh, Ari without line art scare. Jump scare. Bleh. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to duplicate all of these layers, merge them together. Yeah, and then I'll mute these, and this will be colored line art. Actually, this would be like line art tint. We will lock transparency, and let's go to work. Get my regular brush. That's just the eraser tool. No, not even remotely close. Also, hilariously, I'm already noticing gaps in the color. That's hilarious. Oh, look at that. That already looks... Man, it is amazing how these little details have such a huge effect on the final piece. It's amazing. Looks gorgeous. Look at her. She's so happy. Okay. Let's grab this one. Do we know of a bind for the eyedropper tool? Because I would really like to have one right now. Mousing across the screen to do that is not convenient. Mew and not even the scroll wheel works. Oh my goodness. Dark yellow is the worst color ever. It's not great, but the blending does look so much better with this, so it ends up being worth it in context. Made a 4chan joke. Oh yeah. I was probably a flower, but like the idea it could be a 4-leaf clover. You know, yeah. I've always thought of it as a flower, but actually, yeah, it has a... Because Irish, right? That could be kind of cool. Maybe it's like a... Oh, there could be a lore thing. Maybe it's like, it's kind of a flower and a 4-leaf clover. Because I could just do that, right? That's a cool thing about fucking VTuber lore. Like, I just go, yeah, it's a flower that's like genetically spliced with a 4-leaf clover or something. I don't know. Something funny like that. That'd be cool. Yeah, look at that. That blending's already way better. If I turn on these other layers and then toggle the line art tint, it's subtle, but the colors just like sit so much better. It's well worth the effort. All right, peak DMs. Uh-oh. I called her in my Oshi and now she's making VTuber lore. We're progressing fast. Hey, I've been making VTuber lore for a minute. Don't be mistaken. Oh, fucking Christ. What have you sent me? What the fuck? You just fucking hot cross bunned me with FTL. God fucking damn you, May. Fucking goblin. That's insane. Can't believe you did that. Unreal. Muted. Mm-hmm. Are we done? Is that it? The eyebrows are a separate layer. Do I still want to keep those eyebrows? Or am I not feeling that anymore? What do you think about the eyebrows, chat? Without... Maybe smaller eyebrows. Bounce work because the chin's a bit empty. That's true. Yeah. I think they are too big. If I made them smaller, I think that's might be worth experimenting with. Ah, my god, zoom, please. One of these I'll have that figured out. What? Why did I zoom here? I don't get it. All right. Yeah, the lower down is too much, but the higher up kind of works. I fucks at this. So you need to figure out that other eyebrow though. My god. Do I have it intersect the hair? I think maybe I don't have it intersect the hair. I'll have it go behind. This liner does look a little bit off, so I'm just gonna like adjust the eye here. Fill her out a little bit more there. Yeah, and then like maybe like a little bit of wing up there. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. And if I get rid of this, then I select all of... Can I select all of these layers? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I select the... Nope, I select inverse, delete. And then I include these, unlock the alpha. And go in with... here. What color am I using here? This one. Does it look good at tiny scale though? We shall see. We shall see. That's all right. Yeah. Okay. Is there tiny scale? Yeah. I mean, you don't even really notice the difference, to be honest. It definitely convincingly looks like a wave, which is what matters, right? Yeah. Right. Very quick thing I wanted to do. I definitely missed some slight spots on the... In fact, let me quickly... Hard highlights. And soft highlights. What's this one? I don't know what the hotkey is to toggle visibility, so... blush lines. Sure. And this one will just be base color. I want to get rid of highlights for a sec, because I can see I missed a spot with the hair here. See that tiny little dink over there? Now it's gone. Y'all probably didn't even notice that because of stream compression, but I saw it. And that hurt my soul. Oh, look! We have more defects! More! They must be fixed immediately. At once, even. I just realized I can get rid of these layers now. Yep. Yep. Ooh. Hold on. I have to go back over this again. Weird. Okay, whatever. Can't believe Among Us is being revived. It died? I mean, I know I don't personally play it that much anymore, but my understanding is it still had a decent number of players. Didn't know it needed reviving. I mean, I guess a revival into the zeitgeist, maybe? Are they introducing some new features? Right, chat. I think we're good. That might be our little wave emote. I'll tweak the highlights here a little bit, because I did go a little hard on them. No, I kind of need that without the background, actually. What? Remove clipboard. Okay. 512. 512. Fucking please. Paste them here. Where are they? Where are they? There they are. Hi. Why does that not look right? Oh, we're back. Okay. Cool. Whoa! Chill out. Chill out. Actually, you know what? Hold on. This is way fucking easier. What am I doing? Yeah, there we are. Let's do this. Get her exactly where she needs to be. Ooh. Oh, right, because these are locked to the... That makes sense. And back on off. There we are. Here she is. Let's save the main project for starters. And let's save you under Nextcloud art drawings ariHi emotes. And we're gonna do PNG image. This will be ariHi. Yeah. Bada bing. Water, drink water. I love water. Water's so good. I love Underlamb Slapper. All right. Joining the family as if they are fucking Apple products. We have Ari Love, Ari Translove, and ariHi. That is wonderful. Look at these gals. Oh my god. I'm so jazzed. I love when these get finished. That's such a good feeling. All right. Immediately getting added to the channel. Was this under community? No, I can never remember what it is. Oh, reviewer rewards. That's where it is. Delightful. There she is. There's the girl. You see, that's how they... Hold on. That's how they look in messages. That's so wonderful. Can you get Ari to react to Undertime Slapper live? I've seen a little bit of Undertime Slapper stuff. It was a while back. Ancient TikTok lore, high quality fantasy shit posting, no AI. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's so cool. Like having just made the emotes and just immediately seeing people using it. Oh my god. I don't know if this work. Motherfucker. It doesn't work in my chat because I need to like reload mine. Yeah, fuck it, I'll reload it. Oh, it gave me chat history. That's good. Yeah, you might need to refresh. Look at them! Side by side, the little gals. That's so fucking cool. I'm gonna add them to the Discord too. Emoji. Upload emoji. Let's go to same place as before. Do we have ariHi? That is amazing. That's so cool. It auto adds. If you sub to Ari and link your Twitch and Discord, you can actually use their Twitch sub modes globally, guys. Oh, that's really cool. I never knew that. That's awesome. Cool feature. Cool integration. Yeah, these are all follower emotes. If you're a subscriber, you get to use the Ari book one. This ain't mini modding, this is mini marketing. Real. I'm the crack Ari marketing team. Yeah, oh my god, they look so cool. It's so sweet. There is a great deal of joy that I get out of like handcrafting this thing that then gets used for like, I don't know, the streams for like you guys to use, for me to use. It feels so good. Like the stream starting screen, this thing, right? This animation of Box Girl is so fucking cool. I adore her. It's so rad. So that's a whoops. So then see my like my own little emotes in chat it's so nice. It's so cool. Yeah, I'm jazzed. Art streams will continue until morale improves or I run out of ideas, basically. Love customizer overlay. That's real as shit. Absolutely. Yeah, there they are. Wahoo! I'm gonna get rid of this one. We don't need the reference anymore. Cool. So, man, that's already 2 done. A giggle one would be a funny next edition, and I already also have a really good reference for that one. The drink one, I think drink should be number 4. Drink would be a good one to have because we care about hydration here. And then the fear. The fear one would be fun. Ooh, really quick. I just want to test this off the cuff, just see if it works. Yes! Oh, it's so fucking cool seeing that actually like working live. I'm gonna screenshot that. This is such a cool feature. Yeah. Oh, have you not seen this before, Kat? Yeah, yeah. No, I built a custom fucking like not a microservice or mini service. I literally just have like a background thing on my website, like on the web server, where every 10 minutes, every 10 minutes, on every page request to this page, with a cooldown of 10 minutes, so like you can't spam it, it will query the Twitch API to say, hey, you know, is ariHi streaming? And if I am, then Twitch will respond, yeah, ariHi is streaming with all sorts of, like, the data I've got here is a tiny slice of what Twitch API actually reports, but this is the most useful stuff. But yeah, it gives me a lot of detail here, and then I can just like make this super nice little banner design at the top of my website whenever I'm live. So anytime someone comes to my website, you just see this. It's super cool. I'm gonna see this for my site too. Tell you what, I'll show you the source. Also, yeah, the little join button will actually take you directly to the stream, which is super rad. I'm not gonna actually play it because the loopback would be awful. This is under... So... in main.go, this is where like the base website stuff happens. If I go down to, oh, I have to scroll down a bit. Oh my god, I'm still only at the command line stuff. Here we are. Index handler. So we're, oh yeah, view index. I forgot I moved this into a separate thing. View index.go. Here we are. Whenever the index page gets loaded, I check for Twitch status here. There's like a config line that you need, and I have my own like config system for this as well, which is really nice for just like debugging and stuff. But then I pull the Twitch status from this little controller thing that I've got. Once it has that information, I can just send that directly into the templates and pull whatever info I need. The actual Twitch integration is in controller Twitch. Down here, there's a whole bunch of stuff for like getting an actual authorization token. That's the boring nerd stuff. The less boring nerd stuff is get Twitch status. So what is it that I do? Oh yeah, this last stream state at, this is the cooldown thing. So I add, oh no, it's every minute. Okay, it's not every 10 minutes. So every minute, it will allow a recheck of this to occur. And what it does is it goes and it just manually hits the Twitch API through the REST API endpoint, provides the token as it needs to, and then yeah, just gets the response, bundles that into a streams response, which I don't actually have in here, but I can show that in a bit. It's just this data model that contains all of the things that Twitch API might send me here. And wow, yeah, that's already it. Yeah, I request a Twitch API. There's a very specific endpoint, Twitch API base stream. So this would be API twitch.tv/helix/streams. And I add, oh yeah, user login as a query parameter. And then I pass in, you know, ariHi Space Girl. Once you're authorized, that just works. If I go over to model, this is where the actual data structures are stored. Twitch stream info. Yeah, so here's what I get. You got a lot of stuff out of this. We get the, I think this is the ID of the account. User ID, I think, is separate. User login would be like ariHi Space Girl. Username, I think, is a display name thing. The game ID, the game name. the type of stream that it is, because I think that can differ, the title, viewer count, when it started. This would actually be handy. I might use this. It's like, hey, Ari started streaming so-and-so minutes ago. What language is this? This is Go. I use Go for my backend stuff because it's quite good at it, and I personally like the language. It's not perfect, it's flawed, but it does a lot of what I need it to do really well. The language the stream is in, thumbnail URL. So actually, yeah, the things that I'm actually using, I pull in the game name, I pull in the title, viewer count, thumbnail URL. That's all. There's other things I could use the tags, but I don't really, like, the tags don't really change much, so there's no need. Is mature might be useful. I might want to have, like, a little note going like, hey, this is, you know, I might not, because Twitch actually does gate you with that when you try and go anyway. Oh, yeah, for arrays. It is strange. Like, it kind of depends on how you want to read it. Because traditionally you would think like string array. This is array of strings, I guess. But yeah. Let me try Go again. I'm not sure I'd use it for personally. Genuinely, I was looking for excuses for a while, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a big project. This website has a lot of fucking code in it. It's actually really involved. If I go to, yeah, just Git alone is 43 megabytes. That's including images, so that should be noted. LFS, I don't even know what LFS is doing in this case. That might be some like, oh yeah, there's certain assets as well. Like I hold the project files for certain things. Yeah, so this site is large, but you could still build a pretty basic web server with Go. It doesn't have to do anything super crazy. Generally, I would say if it's anything that you want to be natively compiled and you want to deal with web stuff, that's when I would say Go is a pretty good language. The second you're not doing web stuff and you want to do compiled stuff, I would push you closer to something like C or Rust, or if you don't care about compilation, maybe you'd prefer Python, maybe you prefer JavaScript or Lua or something like that. That's the cool thing about programming languages. There's lots of them that do different things very well, and a lot of them that do different things much worse. It's you know, you pick your poison. I had a lot of poison while working on this site with Go, but I still believe it is the best language for the job. I'm still very, very happy with how it works. And there's a lot of history behind this. Yeah, earliest commits date back to like a year ago. Jesus, over a year ago. Jesus, ariMelody.me is over a year old. That's so cool. Or ariMelody Web is kind of what I've been calling it internally now because we're on ariMelody.space now. Yeah, I'm so jazzed about this. This is such a cool fucking feature. Watch, if I refresh it now. Yeah, it shows this now. That's so cool. You are the youngest person ever / ref. I don't get the reference, but that is a funny line regardless. Yeah, it's funny because like there's a lot of flair on this website in terms of like front end stuff. Like there's some sauce to this, and I'm super proud of how I did the front end for this site. But don't be mistaken, there is a lot of fantastical stuff going on in the back end as well, and that is only increasing with time because I like building more stuff. There might be some new things you see, hopefully in the near-ish future. It's still very much in the works, though. I like how my unfinished site looks, but in a way I'd want it to be more simpler, I guess. More similar to yours, if that makes sense. Finding what needs to go on the main page and what doesn't can be quite difficult. The approach that I took was anything that is not of immediate importance can be tucked behind a link. So first thing I want you to know is if I'm streaming. That's a big one. This banner idea has been kicking around for a while, actually. I would like it where if I recently uploaded a YouTube video, I could say manually in my own dashboard, by the way, hold on, you'll love this. This website has an admin dashboard. No, I'm not giving you the login, but there is an admin dashboard. Because maintaining a discography, I didn't want to have to make a new commit every time I add a new song. Did you post the login publicly? I did. Yeah. there was a gay ban at valvesoftware.com one. It was a test 2FA, and I was very quickly humbled because sure enough, I fucked up the 2FA implementation. Yeah, I have fixed it now. It is locked down now. And actually, on that note, also, bye, Telfin. Have a good night. It's lovely having you. I've actually been considering removing a lot of the login flow here, which sucks because I already spent so long building it. The idea is basically where you give a username, probably in the form of an email address, and you get an email sent to you with a magic link. So it'd be pretty foolproof. Like, you would need access to the email account of the account holder in order to access it. It's a pretty cool method. I've seen a couple sites use it, and it arguably is a little bit better than, me raw dogging my own auth. But like, I don't know, it was cool. I learned a lot. That's the important thing. So even if I do get rid of it, I've learned a lot from it that I can apply in the future. But yeah, magic links. If you are cool dealing with an email server, or just sending mail, you don't need an email server to do magic links. You just need like email credentials and a thing that can communicate with a mail server. That is something, of course, I would probably end up wanting to do manually if I can, because I'm a nerd. But yeah, it's an interesting idea. It'd also be the first time I ever deal with email, in code projects before, so that'd be really cool. But yeah, having some kind of banner up here that I assign through the admin panel if I've like recently uploaded or like released a cool project or something, that would be really nice. Oh, of course it's Inter. That's why I thought it looked so good. Oh, Inter is such a pretty font. It's so good. And the rest of this is Mona Space Argon. That's the fonts that I use for the rest of this stuff. But yeah, in terms of like stuff that goes on the front page, immediately you should know if I am live, because then you can directly interact with me, and that's super cool. Here's a very quick, just like, here's who I am and what you can do here. Some other little quirky bits of information, like platforms I'm on, projects I've worked on, and then web buttons at the bottom, because that's the standard. But like, if you want to see, say, the music I've made, you can click here, and it brings you to my music page, where you get just the stuff you're looking for here. Basically, you're just looking for music, so you get the music. I actually have an idea to revamp the music page based off of an old idea that I used on a previous website, like a previous alias even, because I figured I can simplify this down a bit and cram a lot more information into a smaller space. By a big thing is trimming out these platform links. I really don't need these here, because if you wanted to go stream it, you can go to this page. Like, this is duplicate information at this point. So I could maybe chop that off and just have like the cover art and then, title, artist, and the type of work that it is. Having a custom backend for a personal website is such a creative idea for me. I've always thought a personal website is static HTML, CSS, and they can be. And that's perfectly valid. The reason I did a custom backend is because I want to do a lot of crazy custom shit, and a lot of it, for a number of reasons, would be much better done server side than client side. This doesn't have BBS downvoted. It's fine. I'll do you one better. I'll put a little AI chat button in the corner. Wait. No. Wait. Even fucking better. What if I put an ariDoodle chat? Like, I literally just have an ariDoodle button in the corner, and then you click on it, and you can type in the text box, and then you'll just get like, oh no, fucking random key smash, and it's the response. That'd be so good. Oh, and it can be server side as well, so I could like in the background tweak and control exactly what comes out of it as well. That'd be rad. Add the sparkle emoji just to piss people off. That would be really funny. That would be good. Put Ari Melody support duck in the corner. Lancer button. Can I steal this idea, please? Oh my god. Oh, the goofy chat button? Sure, fuck it. Look, open source. Do what you will. This is open source for the sake of learning. I don't even actually... Oh, I do have a license on this. It's MIT. Yes. So do what you want. Yeah. fucking learn from it. That's the whole reason I make it open source, because I think I do some cool shit here, and it would be cool for other people to see all that cool shit that I did. If you have an infinite amount of ariDoodle spams, you will get the title of a Shakespearean play. Support duck that randomly tells you that it killed 14 people. Here's a cool idea. ariDoodle chat, right? In the corner, you pop it open, there's a little chat box. You type in whatever you want, and there's a 90% chance you get random key smash. There's a 10% chance you get a personalized list of things that ariDoodle can say. And I can really add to the mystery by making it, by making that specific component closed source. Not the chat thing, but specifically a text file containing a list of pre-written statements that she can say. That would be really good, because that would actually, like, you know, people can explore that and have fun. RML ARG, that's the thing. I totally could do that, and it would actually probably work really fucking well. So I am, hold on, actually, 1 minute. I shit you not, a document in Obsidian specifically for cool ideas for arimelody.me. Cool. That's great. Thank you for that idea. That is truly blessed. I will most certainly be making use of that. I had an idea for my website where you can find secret codes on the site, and you can enter in the code into a theme section of the site. Let's use a specialized theme CSS layout on the site. That's cool. The most involved I've gotten into themes is with OpenTerminal. I'm taking a risk opening this on stream because you never know what the fuck people put on here. Oh, this restarted. Oh yeah, because my fucking server, I migrated it. Aww. I really need to make an update that actually saves the state of this damn thing, even periodically. But yeah, up here in the corner in OpenTerminal. Oh, you can't see this at all. There, colors, right? You can click this in the top, and you get like a whole list of stuff. So you get, like, you know, the classic arimelody green. I can toggle the kind of like filter I want to apply. So this one's actually like an RGB like subpixel filter. By default, it uses this like vertical line thing, which is what I actually use on arimelody.me as well. Yeah, the glow looks so cool in here as well. The only reason it's disabled by default is because it is not performant at all. CSS overlays like this are not cheap. One! That's true. Yeah. Whoa! The B-Sod theme is rough on the eyes. Yep. It's a gold theme, a green, a mono, a whole bunch of capuchin ones because I thought that was fun. And I even had some suggested by the community. And by community, I mean just like random people like check this out and were like, oh god, I forgot that was a light theme one. That hurt. Sorry. Yeah, there were some cool suggestions from people for like palettes. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll add them. That'll be fun. I was also thinking, like I said, one's based on my friends, so I could see Chronolexy Ari theme. Yeah. I did something. It was with Cat Dance. I think I added the Konami code. And that did some funny stuff as well. That was good. Yeah, no, it's a vibe. I love this. I love this website so much. I would have a very difficult time coming up with something better than what I already have. Like, this just has so much sauce to it, especially on the back end. Yeah. Anyway, emotes. We have more emote. One more emote. That's rad. And it didn't take 4 hours, which is great. We took an extra hour after, but the stream is basically done. I can wrap up at any point that I want. I'm just here chatting right now. That Elsia purple reminds me of a super hexagon level. Interesting. That's cool. Right. Yeah. I am kind of tired now. It's 10. I think we streamed long enough. This has been rad. It's been a fun time. We got a new emote out of it. What's the plan for next stream? More Stray, I believe. Ooh, this hasn't synced yet. Why hasn't this synced? I've updated my stream schedule on my Mac and it hasn't synced to my PC. Let me see if I can figure out why that is. Okay, well that's weird. Anyway, today's stream was emotes. On Saturday, we'll be doing more Stray. We might finish Stray. I don't know. It kind of depends on how the story goes. I may need a backup plan for next week because I've kind of got an idea that Stray might be in next week. I'll have that figured out by Saturday anyways, so that's all good. I'm trying to remake the Sony sketch in Figma. I might genuinely make Atari a Sony sketch remake. That's cool. Yeah, that sounds rad. Go do that. If for no other reason, then it's just a cool, like, if you've not done Tari before, it's a cool way to learn. Like, work on a project. That's how you learn programming languages the best, for sure. Yeah, right. I think we're about good. Yeah, upcoming streams. On Saturday, we're going to be doing Stray. We'll see if we finish or not. And I'll get on to next week's stream schedule on Saturdays because that's the usual vibe. I tell you what I do next week at the end of the existing week. I keep getting so distracted I can't focus on any of the 500 projects I want to do this summer. Felt. Genuinely, I cannot show you my project board, but I have a Kanban board in Obsidian. There's a plugin you can get that lets you do Kanban boards. I literally have like a backlog column, a needs research column, a ready/paused one, in progress, and complete. So use my whiteboard for keeping track of them. Oh yeah, if you got a whiteboard, use that as well. If the physical like board helps you better, absolutely do that. Good idea. Yeah, I've got so many projects. It is so hard to keep track of. So I do like I use this mostly to keep like a physical, not a physical, but like a visual representation of like the priority that I'm allocating to certain things. And also, you know, keep track of, okay, this is what I was working on literally just tomorrow. I should continue doing that today, you know? That's the vibe. Yeah, I'll give the usual mentions again, as I always do. If you are not... Oh, I should probably go to the Hangouts view, yeah? Yeah. If you're not already on the ariMelody Discord, you totally should be, because that's the first place where you'll get notified about streams, about videos, about music, all the other stuff that I work on. You can join using this link right over here. Super handy little link. And in case you missed a bit of this VOD and you want to catch up on it later, these do automatically go live on Twitch day of. But pretty soon after, those will expire. I do then also upload those on YouTube to the ariMelody Live VODs channel. By VODheads, real. You can go over there and be notified about that. You can go watch back existing VODs and stuff. We love the VODheads, real. They don't get to see a lot of these chats actually. Like I'll likely end up skimming past this section in the VOD because like the actual meat of the stream is over, right? So I kind of just like skim towards it. I mean, if we're gonna do that, I might as well keep this section in. Yeah, you know what, VOD watchers, you're real ones. You get to see this whole section. I usually cut it out because I want to keep the VODs focused on the actual stream content, not just me like wrapping up and warming up. But I do add chapters, actually. Yeah. No, you would not believe the amount of effort I've put into making the live VODs channel as good as I can. If I go in here, let's go. Hey, last art stream. That's a good example. It's like I got this super cool looking intro sequence here, right? Where I show like a little bit of the stream that just happened.
Hello and welcome.
I start.
back.
I just realized I'm not actually showing you this section. My bad. Ha. Yeah, so I start off with this cool little intro, just showing off a little snippet of the actual stream that's coming up. Little bumper.
Hello and welcome.
I go straight into the first words that I say on stream. I skim through all the music stuff, and you can see for this stream in particular, there's a lot of chapters because we filibustered for fucking 2 hours. Then yeah, I go all the way through, and it's just like the stream. Essentially, there's a lot of ums here. It's heat. It is an art stream after all, so I'm more focused on actually like drawing. But once that's all done,
oh man, I'm immediately
like I'm gonna
adding these
crossfade. I think a little bit after.
Spoilers. Immediately putting these on the Discord.
Yeah, through Discord. Yeah.
I wouldn't say anytime soon.
I chat about some other stuff.
So
I eventually, like, you know, I wrap it up, and it's around here. Yeah. I'll play the last few seconds so you get a vibe. I already have plans for the week following, but I'll get to that later. But yeah, thank you so much for coming around. As always, it has been a blast. Thank you for sticking with me through this 4-hour stream, way longer than I expected. I'm going to end it now. Y'all have a lovely rest of your night. Bye-bye. I love it. It's so cool. Also, that super high quality box girl render as the profile picture is so cool. You're too young. Don't end. For fuck's sake. Yeah. No, I put a stupid amount of effort into the VODs channel. Way more than I should, because like these videos are kicking what 3-4 views, and a lot of them are probably me just like checking to make sure it actually looks okay. But the idea is that, you know, eventually when, you know, if people find my stuff cool and they're like, you know what, I want to go see what her streams looked like however long ago. Once you become a big shot, it'll become huge. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Like, it's so like the Night in the Woods series, right? I think it would be super cool if people could go through this whole catalog and go like, you know what? I want to see the first game she ever streamed. This is my debut stream. You want to go through all of my Night in the Woods stuff? Here's all of this plus the bonus content, all just here, and it's pretty much uncut. Like I have made an effort to only really trim out intro and outro segments, and then the actual meat and potatoes, the game itself, I just don't touch it. Because as far as I'm concerned, you should be able to watch it just like anyone actually tuning in to the VOD should be able to enjoy it, right? Yeah, we got Donut County, the dev stream, mini motorways. This is a candidate for a video, like a full highlights video. I just haven't started on that edit yet because I'm focused on backlog here and all the other stuff I'm working on. But yeah, playlists would be great too in case you don't have them. I do. We already have them. This is a playlist of just every VOD ever. Does this include Artstream? Yeah, this includes Artstream. So every VOD ever is in that playlist. Night in the Woods has its own playlist. Once I have 2 videos of Stray out, that will be, because we already did a second Stray stream. This will be also added to a Stray playlist dedicated. Yeah, no, I thought ahead. I'm not exactly new to this. I've not done stream VODs like this in the way that I have. But, you know, I've done YouTube stuff for a while. I understand the convenience of being able to just go through a playlist. Of course you did. Who am I kidding? Yeah, I am. This is one of my many flavors of autism for sure. Yeah. I put a lot of effort into this, and right now, I'm not seeing returns on it whatsoever. I have more videos than subscribers. That should tell you more than enough. I don't know why the banner is blinking like that. But the idea is that this just sits as like, even if it's not like beneficial for me from like a business standpoint, it's a really good time capsule. And that's something that I deem as valuable because look, at least where I stand, I can only store so many hundreds of gigabytes of footage. This stream is not helping my case because we're an hour and a half over time. But so like eventually I'm going to have to maybe get rid of some of the footage that I've got. You know, maybe, yeah, I'm probably not going to make a Donut County highlights video. This VOD does pretty much all that you need, right? Night in the Woods. I've been thinking about making a full highlights video of this, but it would be 12 fucking hours long plus, and that's going to be Leviathan. So whenever that does get done, if it does get done, it's going to be incredibly late anyways. I mostly put these up so that people can still at least see the series as I played it. Dev streams, those aren't going to get highlight videos. Mini motorways might do. Art streams, not going to get highlights. Stray, probably not. I feel like the one-shot, more funny games are the things that will get placements on the main ariMelody channel. I don't think much else will. Yeah. So this is mostly just an archived channel because, yeah, I eventually I may part ways with some of the original source footage that I've got for some of these streams. So it'd be nice to at least just have it somewhere. And this is somewhere. And it's a lot more permanence than Twitch, which cans VODs after like 2 weeks, I think. Leviathan, Calamity Water, of course. VOD heads are like the fat guy in that one Family Guy clip with the starving family on Thanksgiving. I think it does. Oops. Yeah. So you can get Twitch highlights. You can trim a highlight, and then Twitch will keep that, but you have a quota. You are capped on how much of that you can do. So I don't trim highlights on Twitch. What I do is I just keep the original footage. I'll trim the highlights even better here. I'll polish it all up with a nice, pretty thumbnail and everything, and I'll upload it on here. So you honestly, you get a better experience as a viewer than you would with Twitch highlights anyways. In a pinch, if you just missed the stream, then you can, go to twitch.tv/ariSpaceGirl, right? Fucking, okay, let me hammer this all in. Wow, that's really good latency. I hired this ariDoodle to stare at you. Why is she at the beginning? I thought she was at the end. Whatever. Can I go to like my channel page? Yes, I can. If I go to videos, we should see. Yeah, here we are. Recent broadcasts. So you get a whole bunch of these, actually. Yeah, I think all of the Stray stuff is currently available. Stellar Blade, which then became Happy Wheels because Stellar Blade wouldn't run on my system while streaming. That's there. Lego Island is there. Like, you can catch all of these broadcasts for at least 2 weeks, which gives me plenty of buffer to make sure they get on the VOD's channel so that you can see them forever. Ari, you're streaming your OBS again. ariMelody owns the libs with Stellar Blade. So the whole reason that this this stream even existed was because I had heard about Stellar Blade as like, oh, it's not doing super well on Steam DB, but like it is actually a pretty damn good game, and it's still actually doing like quite well. It might have just gotten like a bit of overhype when it launched on Steam. But I played through it, and it seemed like it was going pretty well. And then we found out... I wonder, will it show here? It seems to actually be running okay. Oh, you know what? The video is running okay. The stream was not. The stream was eating shit. And also, ariDoodle just kept on freezing, and that was a whole problem. Like, you can see she's motionless there. So that stream completely failed. And a little while later, we were like, fuck it, Happy Wheels. You know what? Why not? That will certainly run on my system. So yeah, we just took a trip back to 2013 for a while. It's amazing what can happen in an ariMelody live stream, clearly. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. I do put a lot of effort into this because despite the fact that like I'm definitely not making anywhere near enough money to justify the effort that I put in, I care about it, and I'd like to, my kind of approach is I want to treat it like a full-time job for as best as I can, and kind of like fake it till I make it, I guess. The hope is that if I do take shit really seriously, I'll eventually kind of see the fruits of that labor. We shall see. I heard the game's just a near ripoff praised by the anti-woke crowd. That's interesting. I've never played Nier, so I couldn't tell you. She's just very focused. Yeah, the frozen ariDoodle. Yeah. Good stream. Good stream. We got our new emotes. That's delightful. I'm about done now. I'm gonna drink water right now, actually, before I wrap up. Yeah, water. Everyone, make sure to drink water if you haven't already. This will be the end of the stream at long last. Y'all can go home now. Yeah, the usual Discord. You can join it. rmelody.space/discord. YouTube is at rmelodylive. I'm not gonna post links again. You know where it is. I'm gonna end it off now. We will be doing more Stray on Saturday, 6 p.m. UTC as always. Have a good night, y'all.